Hello and welcome to the Australian US Open 9-ball qualifying championships, official qualifying championships event in Sydney, Australia. I'm here in the lovely, wonderful City Heroes pool room in Sydney, joined by the wonderful, amazing Greek brother, Antonias Kakaris. How are you, my friend?
Thank you very much. I'm fine, very good here. City Heroes in Australia, very, very best people, very beautiful country. Thank you very much for everything. And now play final table. Maybe win.
Maybe win, maybe lose.
Maybe lose, okay. No problem. 50-50. It's okay.
You are playing in the final. You played wonderful all weekend. You were focused. You're determined. It's been a long weekend. Are you feeling a bit tired?
Very tired because before 10 o'clock playing billiards, everything it's big problem. Yeah, person, very big person. It's maybe now very tired. Okay, no problem. One match.
Let me put some more pressure on you. You are playing in an event proudly sponsored by CueWorld in conjunction with MATCHROOM Sport, Multisport. You are playing for $5,000 and a ticket to play in the longest running 9-ball event ever in the history of the earth, the US Open 9-ball Championship. What would that mean to you?
Well, maybe win and US Open in America, Los Angeles.
Now, that would be beautiful, wouldn't it?
Yeah, very beautiful. And thank you very much because yes, of course.
Look, I know that your English is your second language, so I'm not going to ask you too much more. Just want to wish you the best of luck against Teutscher and give us a good final.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me.
Now, don't go anywhere because his opponent is none other than the top 40 ranked player in the world at the moment. It is a professional player from Holland, Teutscher. My friend, how are you? Come on down. We're running ad? No, come on in. My friend, how are you?
Good.
Good. You know, it's funny. Whenever I talk to Marco, I get excited talking to Marco. I'm getting excited talking to you. You got those sparkly eyes, that killer look.
Nah. Yeah, I feel good. I'm looking forward and I'm ready to play.
I know you are. I saw you warming up in the back before with the headphones on. Can I just quickly ask you, what do you listen to with the headphones? If it's a secret, don't tell.
No, it's not a secret. I just listen to music that I like and kind of motivation stuff. Yeah, just to get me tight and just to get me ready for final. Yep.
Well, guys, whenever I'm playing in a tournament with Teutscher, it's always an honor to have him there. I just want to quickly say that he's a sponsored player. I want to say thank you to some of your sponsors.
Yeah. I want to thanks to Messi Club. I want to thanks Molinari for 4-year contract. And Force Sports, yeah, that's the biggest sponsors. Thanks for the support. Cars Online, actually, as well. So, yeah, thanks to them. Yeah.
That's wonderful. It is an honor to have you here. I wish you the very best of luck. We're not going to do too much talking because there's been a lot of pool playing. Let's let the cues of the talking. Wish you the best of luck in the final, and hopefully you go to America and representing Australia for the US Open.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, mate. All right, everybody out there at home, put your feet up, sit back and relax because there's going to be a cracking match coming up for you to watch from the comfort of your homes. But if you do live in Sydney, come on down to the city. That's 505 George Street, City Heroes, and watch the action live. Enjoy it out there at home, guys.
And a warm welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to City Heroes. We're here live and exclusive with CueWorld and MatchRoom.com. I'm in the commentary box. My name's Jamie Williams, and together with me, sitting right here, is a magical Barry the Mule Mavros. Barry, how are you?
Oh, mate, I am super excited about this match.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? Are you ready? I mean, this is what we've been waiting for all day long.
If I could be any more pumped up at the moment, I'd just absolutely explode all over the place. Like a balloon.
150
full of custard.
PSI, you know, right now. We've got Langer with a microphone. Hopefully he's going to be giving us some a bit of commentary from beside the table as well.
Oh.
Being probably the rolling tank of the tournament. He's been showing a lot of power, a lot of finesse, a lot of mobility, but not as much as Marco. Marco has just been the juggernaut. The only person that gave him a lot of trouble is the man he's versing right now. So this is take 2 of the match that played earlier in the winners section. I think this is going to be one of the classics that we're going to be viewing. And for everyone at home, put up your feet, enjoy, get the popcorn out, and let's get ready to party.
So, Mr. Young Jamie, thank you very much, Langer. Mr. Young Jamie, we'll just go over the rules for this particular tournament. Would you like me to do it instead?
Absolutely. The rules in the format. This is WPA 9-ball rules. It's a lag for first break, winner breaks, 9-ball on the spot, and there's a break box that they're going to be playing from, similar to a D that you might remember in pool. Special format in the final 8, no magic rack, officials will rack the balls, and there's a 40-second shot clock on every shot. So you can there's one extension per game, I understand as well, Barry.
Yes,
them often being taken by the players in the beginning of the game. Now, we're going to have the break-off, first break-off, the inaugural break-off by Marco himself. He's dry broke there, Barry. Left the one open. Tony's chomping at the bit. He's going to move in. And let's see what he can do. So this is for him. I mean, this is going to be like, a little bit of retribution. Get him back for earlier. The reason he doesn't have 2 lives is
You want to hear something really funny?
Go on.
Okay, after Tony lost that match against, he lost the first final against Marco, he lost 11-8, which is actually quite close with the winner break format. It kind of like took a bit of pressure off him, if you will. And he's saying, I feel less pressure now that I lost. I go, what do you mean you feel less pressure than you lost? He goes, well, look, he goes, you think it's easy to beat Marco? If I beat him now, I have to beat him twice. This way I only have to beat him once. I thought, you know what? Somehow that kind of logic makes sense. So, in a way, he's loving this position.
Nice shot of the cushion. Earlier on, he's having a bit of a problem with cushion shots earlier, wasn't he?
He was, and you know what? He was a little bit flat on energy. And, I mean, I don't blame him. He's playing in the biggest event of his life. He's playing in the event of his life, the breakthrough event of his life that people get to see him on. And he's going to, people are going to work out who he really is. He's really a basic unknown. He's currently top 10 ranked in Greece, which is good, but I mean, it's not number 1 ranked in Greece or anything, even top 4 or 5 when you're making the team every year.
And it's not ranked 40 in the world either, Barry.
Well, and yes, and his opponent is ranked 40 in the world, top 40 in the world. I think it's 38. So Tony's just called for his extension. I'm just quickly going to let you be for a moment while I start sharing this. Guys, we're going to break records tonight across Australia. This is our very first event that we're doing in conjunction with Matchroom Multisport. We're very honoured to have that honour to do it with them. And we wanted everyone proud by, please share and like the page so we get as many views as we can. It's a good kick shot there from Tony, but look at this. Look at this.
If you are watching, guys, via the CueWorld page on Facebook, do like the post, do share it amongst your friends. We want as many people to be watching this. We want it to reach as many people as we can.
Extension cord, and as you can see here, he's lined himself up. He may be looking for blood straight away. The 3, the 9 combination is on, but this is not an easy shot. Only a master of the world can do something like this, and he's going for blood.
We've got Langer in a really good spot here, right by the table. The guy's 6'6", 6'7". I mean, the guy's looking down on the table. He's like got a bird's eye view. He's got the shot clock in his hand. He's mic'd up. So sometimes if we need to know we're a couple of tables back from the action, but if we need to know if a shot's on, can he see that? Is it on or is it not? Langer can tell us, and he's got the combo straight away. Good start by Marco.
Didn't even touch the side, straight in. Marco Teutscher is absolutely dialed in, ready for action. And we are bringing to you, once again, Stuart Rogers from CueWorld is taking Australian pool to the next level, partnering up with Matchroom Sport. We're now also working with Beeline, Todd from BeLive. Todd from BeLive.
BeLive streaming.
Yes, it's our first time working with Todd, and I tell you what, he's doing a wonderful job. We're doing multiple camera angles, we've got 3 commentators. When have you ever heard of that in Australia?
Oh, magic. We're streaming or broadcasting through 4G as well, which is fantastic.
Remember the good old days we first started doing commentary back in the backyards of people's houses here in Australia?
Oh, we weren't even using microphones. We were using 2 yogurt pots and a piece of string, Barry. I remember them days.
Yes, we were. And the flies, all those flies. They would just sit down on the fence watching along with us, wouldn't
Absolutely. Filming through Cine Film. Bloody Betamax video.
they? Now,
scratches
the
there on
mystery of the break. No player has mastered the mystery of break because we are following the guidelines from Matchroom Sport. We're doing a hand racking with a triangle with the 9 ball on the spot, and we're breaking from the break box. So no wing breaking. No one has managed to master the breaks. There have been no packs.
No.
And it's actually been that's actually a great idea for Matchroom Sport because it's brought in the safety element to the game more.
People playing a lot more safety, a lot more snookers. You know, that predictable ball off the break or your wing ball is not happening. Every rack's a little bit different. And it's bringing good stuff out of the game, Barry. It's making the games enjoyable to watch. They're less predictable, as you said. And it's all the best. It's all the better for it.
Now, I spoke to Marco Teutscher earlier on before this match, and he was saying, Barry, the table is a very difficult table. The conditions are very humid, very sticky. The pockets are tiny. The cloth is a little worn out, which makes the table even harder. We are playing on a tournament edition Brunswick tables, Brunswick Gold Crown 5s with 4 and 3/8-inch pockets. But because of the old cloth, or worn-in cloth, the 4 and 3/8-inch pockets feel more like 4.5-inch pockets.
Yeah.
So anything down the rail, if they find the point, bang, it won't go in.
No
They're
sliding.
Gonna be flush.
No sliding.
No sliding. And this is why he's taking his extension.
Got down on that.
Realizes the gravity of this particular shot. It is huge. You make this ball land on the 2 plum, which he hasn't done. That's why I mentioned that before he shot it. In a different situation, with a brand new cloth, that ball would have slid straight in.
Yeah.
Would have hit that point and slid straight in. But here it doesn't. You've got to be plumb. So we've seen Ben Judge earlier, the snooker player. He was potting from everywhere like an absolute genius, like a madman. And the pool player now, and make no doubt about it, Tony Kakaris is a pure pool player. We have finally broken 100 players live, guys.
Welcome everyone out there. Welcome.
Live. The great thing about doing commentary in the year 2019 live streaming around the world is we can actually answer your questions in real time. So if you guys have any questions, just feel free to ask. Jamie Williams and myself are a plethora of knowledge.
Between us.
Between
us is not a question we can't answer. Well, he's left himself a little bit dodgy there on this 3-ball, Barry. He's close to it. I mean, naturally, he'd probably want to play up to the pocket where the 4 and the black are, but I don't think the black's allowing it to go there. What's he going to do?
Watch this shot, guys. He's going for the right-hand corner here. Extension called. And he's looking to go to the right-hand corner with this free shot. Look at this shot.
Where the 6 ball is?
I know, and the big thing to understand here is that he knows that Marco is out here to put the fire out right now. So he's going for the big shot straight off the bat.
I really feel for Tony, he has to get off to a good start in this match. He cannot afford to trail 2 or 3 frames behind Marco. He's got to go toe-to-toe and keep it tight. Because if Marco gets in front with a bit of distance between them, he's a fantastic front runner. He could run away with this match.
Well, that's what he wants to do, obviously. Who wouldn't?
Now, he's running out of time. He's going to think of something. He's just keeping it simple. Sending the 3 down the table.
Well, he's left it on. It looks like
it's on. And he's left this ball on. This ball is absolutely on. For a player of Marco's caliber, definitely on. Now, I just want to take a quick moment to thank our sponsors. We've got CueWorld, obviously. Stuart from CueWorld is sponsoring us, along with City Heroes, who are providing the tables free of charge to help our boys out. And, of course, Predator Cues, Kamui.
Kamui tips and Predator Cues. Some of the best equipment around, Barry.
Well, if you want to play the best, why not have the best on your side?
Absolutely. You should know. 29 cues you have to your name.
I do own 29 cues and multiple shafts for each cue. I'm a bit of a cue collector, if you will.
You should have a little museum at home. Do you have somewhere that you stand them all in?
Actually, yes, I do.
You have a cabinet, or that's a nice
It's
shot.
called my backroom closet, where I hide everything from my friends that come over to play on my 9-foot diamond table.
You don't have them on display then for people to see? You should do, Barry.
I don't like that. I don't like people seeing all my cues.
Oh.
And that's why I don't sell my babies. I do occasionally take them out and clean them.
Yep. Your babies or your cues? Your cues are your cues?
My cues are my babies. So again, keeping it simple, just tucking up next to the 4. We're going to have a little tip for tat. Be careful he doesn't foul here if he's raising the
This
cue.
is the second time he's jacked his cue up like that.
he's probably worried about hitting Langer in the face with his cue. Because when he lifts the cue up, it's about 8 feet in the air, which is about Langer's height. Now remember, there's no magic rack in the final 8, which is where we are at now. There's a 40-second shot clock for each shot with 1 extension per rack. And Tony's already used his extension. He's only got 10 seconds to shoot. He has no extension. He must make a decision now of what he wants to do. We've got a countdown, and that's just no good.
Not the best
That's
shot.
just
Not the
no
best
good
shot.
at all.
He's open here, wide open.
Wide open. He was hoping to kind of close the 6 ball up, but in a way, it's actually landed not in a bad spot because it's underneath the 9. Marco has to get a really nice angle on the 5 to get on the 6, so let's see what he comes up with.
So this is the US Open qualifiers. Whoever wins this match now is going to win $5,000 cash. They're going to America. They're going to play in the US Open. It's a great event, one of the best competitions in the world. But
My opinion, the hardest event in the world to win.
Right.
Any player in the world can come in down, put their money in, pay the $1,000 US entry fee, and compete. It was started by Barry Berman back in the I don't even know how long ago, and later on, Barry Hearn of Matchroom Sport now taking it over.
Yes.
And it's promising to be the biggest tournament of the year worldwide.
Very famous ex-boxing, I think, as well. Snooker promoter Barry Hearn.
Yes.
Nice shot there. Brings the white back down for this 6 ball. Green one. Next to the 9. Lovely shot. Just a little bit of... I'll probably just follow through a little bit here, won't he? For the... or will he want an angle? Will he want to pull the white back a little bit to get that angle off this 7?
I think he's just going to roll forward. Oh, no, he's screwing back.
He wants a little bit of angle to come back over for the black, though, doesn't he?
Yes. Look at this guy
Look
play.
at that. There's the Revo shaft in all its glory, doing its thing.
We had that discussion earlier. I was talking to Marco, and he was saying that the Revo shaft it can take a player's game to the next level. Really
Okay.
can. And but the shaft he uses a 12.4 millimeter shaft, the thinner Revo.
Yep.
And to be a player to use that, I have it as well at home. I also own that. I own every single Predator shaft that's ever been made, right? But my fundamentals aren't as good as his, so I avoid using it. I use a 314-3 shaft.
Yeah, I'm using a 3141 at the moment.
They're beautiful shafts, and they're actually the backbone of the Predator company. But I mean, his fundamentals are so sound. He uses it to perfection. There's a reason why he's top 40 player in the world at the moment.
Nice shot, just to cruise over the table.
See how
Shouldn't pose
soft
him.
he hits the ball and how much work he gets on the ball.
Yep. I mean, just in the run-up to earlier on, I mean, he was practicing, and some of the action he was getting on the balls when he was he was playing screw shots. The white was stopping on the spot, and then the screw kicking in, and then it started to just whiz around. It was brilliant. Really good to watch.
We are coming to you live around the world, guys, from City Heroes, Sydney, Australia. We have recently broken the records here in Australia, well over 100.
Yep.
The previous record for live viewers was only 70, so it wasn't really a high benchmark for us, and I knew we'd break it today.
We've doubled that right now, Barry.
145 live viewers is phenomenal. I would love by the end of the stream to have it up to close to 300 to 400 live viewers. That'd be
Why not?
reasonable. Why not?
Tell your friends,
Well,
everyone.
we're asking
Get the
one on
word.
1,000, right?
Get the word out there.
So please, if you like what you like, if you like what you're watching, please press that like button and share. When you press that like button, what that does is you'll get a notification next time we have a tournament. Speaking of which, after he makes this 9-ball,
I'm sure he will.
Off the rail, tough 9-ball, but
Absolutely brilliant.
yeah. Speaking of which, our next tournament, Jamie Williams, will be...
Well, I think we're going to cut to an ad break shortly, and then after the break, I'll let you all know when it's going to be. Welcome back. A warm welcome to all 127 of you out there watching us live and exclusive here from City Heroes, heart of Sydney CBD. Me and Barry the Mule Mavros are sitting down, all cuddled up, sat back, feet up. It's exciting, Barry.
Is it exciting ever? Is it exciting?
Oh, it's exciting. It's like watching a movie together.
I'll tell you what.
A pool movie.
How about you bring the popcorn? I'll bring the butter, buddy.
So, US Open qualifiers, that's what we're doing right now, but we've got a jam-packed calendar coming to City Heroes,
That's what I was
courtesy
saying,
of CueWorld.
We've got a great calendar this year, but our very upcoming event will be the WCOP qualifiers, which is the World Cup of Pool qualifiers. Personally, my favourite event to watch, an event that I would love to commentate on one day. Watching two players play if they're mic'd up. And I had a chat to Todd from Beeline here, from Be Live. I had a chat to him earlier that we're going to mic up the players playing in the final. So you can hear them talking to each other.
Right.
It's going to be amazing.
Absolutely.
Plus also for all those lower ranked players and lower caliber players across Sydney and Australia, we're offering a staggered entry fee.
What does that mean, Barry? Tell everyone.
Well, that basically means according to your ability, you'll be paying less to play in a tournament where all the top players, the favourites to win, of course, you're paying a lot more to play. But you're getting two benefits out of it. One, you are donating and helping the great players, the players who will be representing, the couple that will be representing Australia, go over to America to represent in the World Cup of Pool.
I think it's in China this time.
China, my apologies. But also, because you're paying less, you will be playing along with the big boys for a discounted price and learning the art of pool.
Great experience, absolutely great experience. Invaluable, really.
You're going to have players like Danny Stone, Justin Sage.
Yep.
My guess would be people like Jasm. People like Mike Cacciola, great players from Adelaide, who unfortunately couldn't make it this weekend. They wanted to play. I spoke to them personally about this, but they couldn't make it this particular weekend. We might have some great players from Melbourne as well. All over Australia. I'm sure Teutscher will be flying down for that event as well. So, actually, no, he won't qualify because he's got to be Australian.
Ah, yes.
You have to be an Australian.
From Holland.
You have to be Australian citizen or Australian resident.
I've been to Holland, Amsterdam. Don't remember it, actually. It was a wild weekend, long time ago. WCOP, World Cup of Pool, is going to be coming to Sydney on the April the 6th and the 7th, that weekend.
It's a really good camera shot here. Back to the action here. Antonias Kakaris, he's tried to squeeze and manufacture an angle to get on the 5, and he really needed to get out there so he can give himself a chance to not fall behind 3 frames.
No, he's unlucky there, screwing back into the middle pocket. As I was saying, World Cup of Pool, April the 6th and the 7th, going to be broadcast here, live and exclusive, CueWorld, through MATCHROOM.com as well. April the 6th and 7th, stick it in your calendar, guys. It's going to be a lovely Scotch doubles event. And I love a bit of Scotch doubles, Barry. I never actually learnt what Scotch doubles was until I came to Australia. Started playing with you good players, because I used to play the traditional doubles when you play in a, you're sort of playing a pub and the best player gets all the shots, but Scotch doubles really mixes it up. Great format.
It really does. It allows Scotch doubles, for all of you out there don't know, is 1 shot each for your teammate. So you pull a ball and you start your partner. But the great thing about Scotch doubles is you can actually learn a lot from each other. That's why we have also leading up on the 26th of July, the Master and Apprentice event, which is a complete 100% charity event.
Yep.
So we donate all that money to charity, and you can bid to play with your favourite partner every year now. This is our 2nd year. We get our 8 top players, our 8 masters from the Diamond League.
Okay.
And the average player out there at home of a lower handicap can actually bid and play with their favourite player.
That's a great idea. Great idea.
It is really great. It'd be great to have Be Live there as well to help us to film it. And I would love to have microphones on these players too, because you can. Obviously, the master is the one that dominates and tells his partner what shot to play.
Yes.
And that's where you learn the real craft of the game. Learning technique, you can learn technique out there at home in your backyard, but the real art of the game is what shot to play, when to play it, when to play, the safety shot, when to play the attacking shot.
Yeah, of course. And if you're playing with a master, you're the apprentice. I mean, really, it's like having a whole day's pool lesson, really, isn't it?
Exactly. Exactly.
If you were to hire somebody for all day for a pool lesson, how much would that cost you? I mean, if they're charging you $100 an hour, for instance, what would all day cost you? So it's a really, really invaluable way to learn from a great player.
And last year we
get to know them.
The bidding was usually between $100 to $300 a player.
Right.
I mean, obviously Justin went the most, being the #1 player in the country at the moment. He went the most, and evidently the person that bid on him actually won it together. So I mean, it's a wonderful experience.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just great to have. Sorry, I'm cutting you off.
No, you're right.
It is great to have one charity event for pool, and I spoke to Stuart about it. I said, Stuart, let's make this event a charity event. We don't really have something like this for pool. It would be good if around the world we had one event to help children with cancer, for example. Something along those lines. I know there's a lot of events around the world that do things for charity, but it is something that's very, very close and dear to my heart. And I'm just really happy that I'm proud of the fact that we're doing this. First of its kind in Australia. Again,
yes.
CueWorld.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Anything for charity, especially children, especially cancer, is a good thing. We've all lost somebody to cancer, and And so, yeah, it's a great thing to be doing for Paul and to be doing for other people as well. It's going to be an absolutely action-packed weekend, that is, Barry. It's got the Master and Apprentice on the Friday night. And then, of course, as always happens on the Saturday and Sunday, the CueWorld Classic, which will be on the 27th and 28th of July.
8-ball Paul, Tony's asking, why am I not celebrating the win? Which win are you talking about, Tony?
Not sure what
I think
Paul means.
maybe he's talking about the fact of breaking records, but I think we can go a lot higher than 150.
150. Where are we now? 126. Viewers out there, welcome. Keep tuned in.
Teutscher's chewing on some food. He's looking extremely relaxed.
He is looking relaxed.
In the contrast, if we get a shot of Tony, which we can't, as we're panning out to him right now. Here we go. Here's a break off. He's got a beautiful break.
Lovely break. I think the white just
tilt
the white there, stopped.
On his first night here when he flew in from New Zealand. Now, if all of you out there don't know that, we've got some interesting stats here on the players, which we'll pull up for you in just a moment. But Marco Teutscher came from New Zealand. He actually hails from Netherlands, Holland, he's Dutch. And he started playing pool at the age of 11 years old. His highest tournament win was in China Open last year. He won $3,000 US playing in that China Open. And he also won the Dutch Championships back in 2011. Now that's
not bad.
We're talking about players like Nick van den Berg, Niels Fine, Alex Ley, with quality players, and probably many other Dutch players I don't even know at the moment. But I know that the level of Dutch pool is extremely high. Much higher, unfortunately. I had to say the level we have in Australia at the moment. But ours is catching up slowly.
Yep.
And his mentor was actually Niels Fine. Wow. How'd you like him for a mentor?
Oh, you couldn't be any more fortunate, could you?
Wow, unbelievable. He's actually... I've got two favourite players. And one of them is Niels Fine, and the other one is Wu Cha-Chi.
Okay.
And speaking of that...
He also he won the Australian 8-ball in the Q9 Billiards Hall up in Queensland.
That was a very good victory.
And that was back in 2018.
Year.
And the year before, he took out the Auckland Regional 8-ball as well. Very good.
And he also recently won an Oceania event as well.
Stamping his name on the game since he's been here.
He won the Oceania 9-ball, I believe. Who are we playing today? 9-ball. He's a 9-ball specialist now. He's also going to go airborne here. Tony, I know how Tony's feeling right now. He wants to get that first game under his belt. He's already 3-0 down in a race to 13. You know, look, it's a long race, but you don't want to fall too far behind to somebody of Marco Teutscher's caliber.
Absolutely not.
How much time do we have left here?
Big jump. Big chance of going off the table when you're jumping to a ball that's on the cushion.
He's played that so well.
He has played it well.
And now Tony has to think of a good safety shot here. This is what you train for as a pool player. Tony hails from Athens, Greece. Marathona, Athens, Greece.
Marathona, that sounds a bit like the word marathon.
Well, that's actually where they first started running the first marathon, so that's why they call it marathons.
There you go.
Because that's where he's from. That's just a little bit outside of Athens. And he's actually coming to visit me next month. And when I found out that this event was coming this month, I called him and said, mate, just come 1 month early and play in this event. So he came 1 month early, and look at him. He's in the final. Not a bad payday, because the loser of this the loser of this match is guaranteed $3,000.
So this is partly down to you, Barry.
I'm responsible for this, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, if you hadn't have asked him to come 1 month early to play in this, we wouldn't be watching him right now.
Sure.
Give yourself a
lot of
pat
things,
on the back, Barry.
A lot of things in here actually kind of responsible to me, to be honest.
Well, you talked about mentors. You're my mentor for commentating. First person I ever commentated with.
Thank you very much. I've been doing this quite a while now. Showing my age. But look, when I was asked by CueWorld, and I'm actually honoured to be asked by Stuart from CueWorld to be doing the commentary. I mean, obviously, I was his first choice because I've done a lot of work with Stuart over the last over a long time. I said to him, look, Stuart, I'd love to do commentary on behalf of Matchroom Multisport. We'll do a great job as we always do, but this time I said I don't want to do it alone. I'd love to do it with someone that that I've got a lot of experience working with. That's why I called you that day out of the woodwork and said, you remember that day when I called you?
Yes,
so
I was
got
at
some
work.
Good news for you at work.
Cooking, I was
so excited to tell you that we got it.
15 orders deep I was.
Yep.
I was, and then the phone started ringing. I thought, what's happened? Barry's ringing me.
And is everybody okay with their audio out there? We're just going to have a quick look. Just have a double check to make sure.
Please let us know. 154 viewers right now. Hello to every
Fantastic,
single one of you
guys.
from me and Barry. Karen Sayich is back online. She says it's dropping out here too. She's over in Perth.
We'll get on that right away. So I had called you that day, and you were really busy at work.
I was.
And I had to wait hours. I didn't want to send you the text message. I want to say it to you personally.
I'm always
And
busy
you're like,
at
Barry,
work.
what do you want? Like, what do you need? You
I
haven't
didn't.
contacted me for a while. And then when I finally got on the phone with you, I said, man, I've got a fantastic opportunity for you to showcase your skills, because I know how talented you are.
Well, I had said some horrible and savoury things about you the day before, and I thought that it had come back to you, and that's why you were ringing me, you know? So I was got a bit nervous there. My hand was twitching.
Okay.
It's unlucky there by Tony's missed that shot. I reckon you can see a little bit of the safety here. Just playing this one off the cushion, having the whites land behind the green. Possibly not. I don't think the bank's on, is it? Is that bank on?
My apologies, I was just asked to go double check in the sand. I believe we fixed the problem. If you guys have any problems, the great thing about doing commentary nowadays is we're doing it live around the world. And if you guys see a problem, just shoot me a text, and I'll let the camera crew and Todd from Be Live know, and we'll get on it straight away.
Yes.
Let me just start saying hello. Pisanos Ilia, Siasu Ilia, Kalimera και σε σένα. Χαίρομαι. We've got a lot of Greek viewers.
A lot of Greek viewers.
When we first started streaming this match, I went quiet for a couple minutes. You remember, I was quickly sharing because Tony asked me to share to some of our friends overseas. And I want to say a special hello to Sarandopoulos. Yasu Sarandopoulos είσαι καλά. He's a friend of ours, and he's got his own production, does productions over there.
Okay.
And I shared it straight to him, and he's going to share it to a lot of Greeks will be watching this match. And I tell you what, I know how tough Tony is. And even though he's 3-0 down to one of the top 40 ranked players in the world, he's not out of this match by any means.
Yes.
In fact, he loves the pressure, and he needs to get that first game under his belt. You know what I mean?
Yep. We've got Archie telling us the audio's good. We've got 8 Ball Paul telling us it's no good in Parramatta. Well, we all know it's no good in Parramatta. Anyway.
Welcome to Sydney. Γεια σου, καλόγερος Δημήτριος. Καλημέρα και σε σένα. They're saying kalimera, which means good morning in Greece.
Oh, good morning, Greece.
Because it is morning time over there. They're 9 hours behind.
Anybody watching in Vietnam, I want to say good morning, Vietnam. Okay.
Just see this one ball, guys, but can't pot it. So looking to go 4 rails with the white here. Maybe just park the white there and make the yellow travel 4 rails and come back
That
to
is
safety.
Langer speaking to you. And
I
he's
like
got
it.
that
It's a 6
bird's eye
shot to
view.
come.
He's got that bird's eye view from the camera.
He has got a bird's eye view. He stood right beside the table. He can see the angles that we can't from where he stood, which
What a
is great.
shot.
And he's
What a
also
shot.
mic'd up. He's got the shot clock in his hand. He's acting as a sort of referee and shot clock operator.
No, my apologies. I thought that
Still on.
I thought that Marco played a fantastic shot there, but he's actually left the one ball on. Is that right, Todd? Yes, it is. So he's on.
One ball's still on. It's a narrow window, but the one ball is still on by Miles here. He can use this and come around really nicely on 2 rails. So looking to go out here, definitely Tony.
He wants to. He's 3-0 down.
He
Please
has
don't
to.
get yourself tied up, Whites.
You know, we're all
Brilliant.
pulling
That
for
was
him.
nice.
We want to see a close match. We don't want to see a runaway match here, and we want to see Tony put that first frame on his belt, start to calm himself down.
That's right.
'Cause you got to be believing he's got to be nervous, right?
Yes.
This is the biggest match he's played in his life. The final, the Australian US. Who would have thought that he'd be? He was actually just 7 days ago in Athens, Greece. It was snowing, and he came to Australia. And the second day he was here, 41 degrees.
It snows in Greece.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
I didn't know that, Barry. I never. It was certainly lovely when I went there once.
You must have gone during summertime.
Summertime.
Beautiful, yeah.
2 weeks in the summer.
Well, actually, I love the weather over there. I love it in winter as well. Yasu Elada. There's a lot of Greek people out there, and my heritage is Greek. And I also speak fluent Greek with a slight Australian accent.
Nice shot on the 3. Getting himself back for that 4. Lovely behind the 6 ball.
Kalimera se olus.
Galimera Sorolus.
Καλή τύχη στο παιδί μας.
No,
No,
I'm not going to say that.
you were close. You were good. You actually
Say that
very-
again. Let me.
Kalimera
Galimera.
σε όλους στην Ελλάδα.
What?
To everybody in Greece. Σε όλους
Seolus.
στην
Stin?
Helada.
Helada.
Beautiful.
Helada.
Actually, if you speak English, the vowels are very similar to Greek, so it's not hard to pick up the language.
Okay.
You only struggle with the R, the Greek R.
R.
It's a little bit, yeah, R, a bit party. And hello from Sparta, Greece. Kakaris' name is Antonis and not Antonias. Antonia is a female's name.
Worldwide
is it
audience here
misspelled?
with streaming that.
No, it's correct.
Slow down, wide, don't go. Ooh.
We have recently hit 172 live viewers. We've got the Greeks waking up. They're all going on board. Thank you very much, Sarandobule, for streaming onto your page. Thank you so much.
I can
Got
just
a big following over
I
there.
can imagine them all out there watching this guy smashing their plates at home, you know, getting all excited, doing the little dancing, the little twisty thing that they do.
Smashing some plates on the ground.
Yes.
I guarantee you if he wins this match today in Australia against one of the best players in the world, they will be smashing plates around. But he's not going to win if he's missing balls like that.
Well,
And I think he's getting a bit tired because he wasn't missing earlier. It is
he's got a good opportunity here to just go behind this black there. Play this. Can he play this green and go behind the black? Or
will he bank it? Will he risk it? I don't know.
well, I think he's
He's going to try and put the white ball behind the black ball. Is that what you're
I
saying?
think so, yeah. And put the kind of green
We can
ball.
see Langer in the background. That big guy over there, that's Langer.
Look at the
And the other good-looking guy over there is Chris Calabrese, one of Australia's finest players.
You've used your extension here. Use your extension.
He's saying to Marco, you've used your extension, you've got to
10
shoot.
seconds.
10,
He's
9,
not using his extension.
8, 7. He's already used his extension.
Ah,
He's banked it,
Lucky
and he's
shot.
made it. But he's going to have to bank it again or play a safety shot here. Danny Kirkhoven is saying, let's go, Marco Teutscher. I'm guessing with a Dutch accent. Are you from Holland, Danny? Please, guys, we've just hit 181 live viewers. We are breaking records today here in Australia. If you like what you see, please press that like button.
do so.
And share.
Share it with your friends.
What's the benefit of pressing the like button, Jamie?
What's life without a like?
Oh,
You know?
what's life without a like? I don't know. It's like
It's
having
like
a sunny
life.
day without a sun.
Yeah, absolutely. A day without a like is like a day without sunshine, Barry.
Well, look,
A day without
if
fresh
you press
air.
the like button, what that means is for all of our future matches, you'll be getting us. We'll be on top of your live feed, and you can see us in
Oh.
real time.
Gonna
Tony
feel a
just
bit
missed
let
that
down
cut
there.
shot. Yeah,
And
he's-
you will be notified of all these great matches
Absolutely.
that are coming up. The World Cup of Pool, the 9-ball Masters, the Master and Apprentice, the CueWorld Classic, the Sydney 10-ball Masters, the Sydney 9-ball Masters. It's all happening there. It's all going to be coming exclusive to you from City Heroes, with hopefully me and Barry commentating. CueWorld will be broadcasting, hopefully.
Wow.
And of course, MATCHROOM.com will be giving us a platform to show the game
How
overseas.
awesome is technology, Jamie? Look at this. Edward Hoffman is saying, thanks for the stream, watching from the west coast of the USA.
Wow.
Big smiley face. How awesome is that?
Edward, thank you very much. Welcome, brother. Welcome to Sydney, Australia.
And Stratos Saradopoulos is our friend over there in Greece who's shared in this with his page. Writes, I'll just quickly read out in Greek for the Greek fans out there. Kalimera Barry, και από εμάς εδώ στην Ελλάδα, μπράβο για την πολύ καλή δουλειά που κάνεις.
What does that mean in English, Barry?
Which means, good morning, Barry. And from us here in Greece, bravo, well done for the very good work that you guys are doing over there in Australia.
Awesome.
It's great to get, it is really good to have
International feedback, Barry.
international feedback. And like I said, we can answer your questions in real time. But at the moment, what's happening here is Marco has misplaced his positional shot. This is a really tough shot on this table.
Absolutely. I think Langer's got a shot or
10 seconds.
10 seconds left.
Time pressure as well.
5, 4, 3, 2.
The shot clock got him there,
He
mate.
did.
Shot clock got him.
Especially hearing the
What a let-off for Tony.
big time. So we've got
What a
3-0.
let-off
It's
for Tony.
going to be 3-1 hopefully here.
Edward Hoffman, thank you so much. He's just shared it to some big Facebook groups. Oh, wonderful. And we're about to break the 200 live viewer mark. We're on 199. Remember, my goal for today was to be
High
over
five, Barry.
300.
Okay, so it's 3-1. He's got a frame back. Very exciting stuff. The young man from Greece. 35 years old.
Oh,
I think
gee,
he's
he must be
35.
feeling so relieved to get a frame under the board. You do not want to go down 4-0 down to a man like Marco. What's happening over there near the table, Langer?
Mate, have you boys watched that movie, Jumanji, the remake? The remake Jumanji?
I have actually.
I
That's
watched
with,
the original.
Is that with The Rock?
Do you see this man right next to me?
Tony?
Smoldering intensity is the word I'm going with, the phrase. This man is seriously out to kill Marco tonight. He is
Really?
intense.
You can feel that from there.
Retribution.
He's
Retribution for-
you can feel the energy right behind him. So look for a big push now.
Well, for a big push, he's going to have to make a ball off the break, and the
And
break
he
has
hasn't.
not been favourite to the breaker.
No, it's not.
We have Stuart, the rack runner Rogers over here, who's been racking up the balls. Stuart is one of the organisers. I'll just see if I can quickly get him over to say a couple of kind words. Mr. Stuart Rogers, well done today for a fantastic production in conjunction with Matchroom Multisport and BeLive. Todd from BeLive, well done, mate.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, it's been a very big day today. Everyone's worked really hard, and yeah, really pleased that we could bring it all together, and got plenty of fans watching, which is great. So hopefully they'll be, jumping on board and in our next event.
We actually hit 199 viewers. We're one viewer away from breaking the 200 mark, and I'm sure we will. And as this match progresses, things are heating up. It's going to heat up all over the world. I just want to say a big thank you for inviting me to do the commentary on this. I mean, I know we've done a lot of work in the past, and also bringing Jamie Williams was a great choice.
Thank you very much.
Well, yeah, you and I spoke about that, and we believed he was a good choice to accompany you on the journey, and yeah, he's done a great job.
He is a very talented man.
He is, and I hope Jamie will sort of consider joining us on a bit more of a permanent basis to be a part of the commentary team.
You're too
The
kind.
way things are going, I'm going to have to negotiate a seven-figure contract with you. The way things are
Jamie, you
looking.
can only see-
Sure, yeah, there'll be a few decimal points in there that you might not be happy with.
But great production. We're getting some really great feedback from people from America, and people from all over Greece are watching now. Stados Arandopoulos has a very big
Extension
page,
cord.
and he's sharing with everyone. He does live streaming as well. And, it's a bit of like, we all love Paul. We love seeing Paul, but this is a great production. And it's just look, all the people in the room sitting down and watching this match. It's fantastic. So big thank you for organising this, setting it up. And I'm really glad that we're doing this with Matchroom Multisport. And we've got a WCOP event coming up soon, is that right?
Yeah, World Cup of Pool, so we'll be running the Australian qualifier, so we're hoping to get some really good quality pairings. Justin Sayich and James Delahunty won our first match over there in China last year. So looking to improve upon that and put together a strong pairing. So yeah, we'll be running that in the 6th and 7th of April. So it should be a really good event, and I know that Todd and his team have already been booked in, so we'll be doing the production and broadcast once again.
I look forward to watching that or being part of that, to be honest.
Absolutely, mate. Yeah, we look forward to having you.
Thanks, mate. I'll take this moment now to quickly thank our sponsors. So we've got our sponsors are
We have got
CueWorld.
a list of
CueWorld is
people
sponsoring
here.
the event along with City Heroes. Walter is always so generous with his table time, and he helps us out as much as he can from the room. Predator Cues, there are none better than Predator. And Kamui Equipment Tips. Kamui, if you want to be the best player, you need the best equipment by your side.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've been strong partners with both of those brands, and, we're very fortunate that they just keep coming to the fore to help us and, put a bit of money in, give us a few products, and just adds more value for the players and the community, and, that's what we need. So, we're hoping that we'll just continue that relationship with them.
Stuart, that's Stuart Rogers, everybody. He's the organiser and owner of CueWorld and CueWorld Events. Thank you so much, Stuart, for doing this today. And I'll just quickly jump back in the commentary box.
Get into it, mate. Thanks very much, buddy.
Thanks, mate.
10 seconds.
Brilliant. Love a bit of Stuart. Great guy.
It's good to get the guy that pays all the bills here to say a few kind words, isn't it?
There's a few bills to pay, I bet there is. So a bit of back and forward been going on between the players on the one ball there.
Wow, Medi has shared this with some Asian channels as well. It'd be wonderful to get some Asian comments. We actually had someone from China earlier watching. I couldn't understand what they were saying, but they were from China. It's beautiful. I don't speak Chinese. I actually know one word, sheshe.
That means thank you. I
Yes.
know that one too. I say to the lady in my local shop,
You said that.
look at this. Oh, I thought that might land behind the 7 there.
One thing, guys, look, we all know Marco and the caliber of Marco Teutscher. We all do know, but this is the first time that people in Australia have seen cousin Tony, have seen Andoni. And Andonis, his real strength has been his safety play and his tenacity around the table. He's like a pit bull, gnawing at raw meat. He smells blood and he goes for the jugular. and he's been a real grinder. He's been really willing to just grind away matches. That's not the best safety shot, and might have put a bit of a jinx on him just then. But
Commentator's curse, Barry.
yes, sometimes we've been known to do that.
I think, what do you think here? Double? Do you reckon he might be playing? No, I think he's going to play it safe, actually.
Yeah, you know what? Just keep the pressure on.
Look at that. Nice
Just
shot.
keep the pressure on his opponent. And like I said, for me, the two standout players with their safety play, because of the table, and we've been breaking from the break box and the 9-ball on the spot, and the slow cloth and everything, and not the heavy conditions, there hasn't been packs, there hasn't been lots of break and runs. It's been more safety play, nip and tuck. And these two players in the final, Teutscher and Antonias Kakaris, have been the standout players in that department for me.
Yes.
There's no, I mean,
204, Barry. We've
we've
crossed
broken
the line.
200 mark.
We've
That's a high
crossed
five
the
there.
line.
Broken the 200 mark.
204 live viewers.
Fantastic.
Good evening to everyone out there. Good evening to every single one of you, wherever you're watching. If it's morning there, good morning. If it's afternoon, have a good arvo. You are watching the US Open qualifiers live and exclusive from City Heroes in the heart of Sydney. We're underground,
I
Barry.
am honoured to be here
But
with you,
we're
Jamie Williams,
enjoying
on this
being
beautiful
underground.
evening. We are underground.
We're underground, but you know what? We're broadcasting. We're not coming from underground.
Do me a favour out there, guys. Wherever
commercial.
you are in the world, just quickly type in what city you're from. I would love to read the comments later on. Just quickly type in what city you're from and where you're watching it.
That would be interesting, actually.
It would be.
Yeah, please let us know, guys. What city in the world, what city and what country are you watching this right now? Type away. So the 2 balls on. Marco's got a good shot on this. Nice and simple.
Yeah, he did lock up Tony. And he did lock it. Touch, not coverage. Thank you so much, Chris Giovannis.
Thank you, Chris. We were talking about you earlier. You are a gentleman of the game.
And a fantastic photographer, too.
Yes. One of the nicest guys you'll meet in league pool when you go out around the venues.
And a
you
fierce
play.
competitor.
Yeah,
And a fierce competitor.
really good.
He played in this event as well, and he had to play his arch nemesis in the opening round that he'd never beat before, and he took him down, which he was very happy with. So here we go. We've got people calling who are watching from Seattle, from Auckland, New Zealand, Melbourne, Australia,
Rhodes in Greece.
Rhodes, Greece, Rhodos, Hervey Bay,
Harvey Bay.
Christchurch, New Zealand,
Harvey
Perth,
Bay, that's up
WA,
in Queensland, isn't it?
Beirut, Lebanon. Wow, we've got people watching from all over the world.
People watching in Lebanon. Hello,
I'm
Lebanon.
actually struggling to read all the comments. There's so many of you out there who are typing. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. Michael's watching from Sydney. Good on you, Michael. Greetings from Canberra. No, it really is an international. Where is this?
Holland, Eindhoven.
Eindhoven,
PSV
Holland.
Eindhoven.
You're very welcome,
Washington.
Rob Mullet.
Thank
Rob
you, Carl.
Mullet. Very
Carl's
welcome.
Carl's sleepless in Seattle right now.
Sleepers in Seattle. Staying up late at night.
The windy city. We've got somebody over. We've got.
And we've got someone in the Sunshine Coast, Queensland.
Troy's up
I
in-
love the Sunshine Coast.
Yes.
Kipton's watching from Mordor Fictional.
Hamilton.
Mordor. Hamilton, New Zealand. Wow.
Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Been there before. Grasshopper Cafe. Had some fun in there. Newcastle, Dave Haas. Hello, mate. Husband of Leanne.
Yes.
Both pool and snooker enthusiasts.
Iowa, United States, Iowa. Wow. Isn't technology amazing?
We're really reaching
this
out
guy's
to some
watching
people.
from Vietnam.
He's San Antonio, Texas.
Hey, really wonderful, wonderful. You know,
Nice shot
as
on
the
the green.
human race evolves,
Yeah.
I said this in my last commentary, last tournament I commentated on
Nice
like 2-3
in
weeks
France.
ago, and I said
Bonjour.
that, you know, it's an honor to be doing commentary with you.
Yes.
And I can just see that pool, as the human race evolves away from this brutality of war and really physical things, physical sports, they're going to start to admire more the brain power and the brain and IQ and technology. So what's going to happen is they're going to start to admire more this particular game, right?
Yes.
And so in the future, in 10,000, 100,000 years from now, you and me will be famous.
We could be,
Because
Barry.
YouTube will be around forever, I believe. So will internet, and they're going to be able to watch us 10,000 years from now saying, look at those legends, Jamie Williams and Barry Mavros.
The Congo.
Congo?
Ghana.
Wow. People are watching. This guy's watching from France.
Vive la France.
Je suis en France.
People are watching in
Je
Ghana and the Congo.
Je suis très bien. I'm very well.
This is
I'm
absolutely
excited.
magic. So it's 3-1 at the moment.
And yes, I agree with Scott Aranda. Pool is a beautiful, beautiful game. And oh my God, did you expect that? We were rambling on.
And he's missed the
those
eight ball.
down the rail shots that he was, that Marco Teutscher was talking about. And what a golden opportunity that Tony has in a valve to him.
Well, 4-1 and 3-2. I mean, that's a big swing. So he's really going to take this behind.
Now. Wow.
Absolutely. Good luck coming
He's going to play around the table with the white ball and avoid the corner pocket.
Good luck to Tony coming from Marathon in Greece.
That well.
It was a bad miss, Michael.
He struck that really, really well.
No scratch. Good.
It's a bad miss, but these conditions are difficult. This is a difficult table. Tony's got to really focus. This shot is also extremely missable. Sam Yukin is in Wollongong. 265 guys. Please like and share. We're going to go. Like I said, my target was to break 300, and we are so close.
Sam, Edward, pool is life. Everything else is just a distraction. That's absolutely
Tony
brilliant,
has
mate.
put that ball away, and now we have a real match.
Salem in Oregon, in America.
Imagine two prize-fighting boxers that have been training for the last 20 years, and this is what these boys have been doing, and they're now going to start slugging it out, jigging out lefts and rights for this title. And now Tony's taking a timeout, a timely timeout, to burn that miss into young Marco's mind.
What do you think he likes to do in a timeout there, Barry? Is he just having a toilet break?
We're going to go to a quick commercial break, Todd? Yeah, sure. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere, guys. We're almost hitting 300 live viewers. Everyone now take this opportunity to quickly like and share the page to all your friends and family. When you come back, I've got a question for you.
Absolutely. Please do that. We've had a bit of a timeout from Tony. He stepped away for a toilet break.
Timeout. Commercial break time.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this US Open qualifiers. Played it here at Sydney, Australia, in the pool hall called City Heroes. I mean, Jamie Williams is my name, and I'm sat here with the absolutely fantastic, multi-talented Barry the Mule Mavros. Barry, why do they call you the Mule?
You know, I had a suspicion you were going to ask me that question. And there's there's the R-rated version or the PG version. Which one do you want to hear?
Oh, look, I mean, we do have people watching from all over the world.
Basically, I'll give you the real version, okay?
Okay.
The real version started in Las Vegas about 14, 15 years ago.
Wasn't it your leg, the way you used to swing your leg when you broke the balls?
That was they originally called me the Mule.
Yeah.
So I used to break, and I used to watch, back then in those days, you know, it was all about power breaking. You know, Earl Strickland breaking, Bustamante was the biggest breaker in the world. He would kick his leg up and hit himself in the back of the head, right? So whenever I would play, I just started playing the game, I would copy, you know, one of my idols, which was Bustamante. So I'd go and I'd kick, but I was playing in pubs. You know, pool leagues in pubs, and I kick people
walking out with black eyes.
Yeah, I kick people carrying drinks, knocking drinks over all over the place. I was in Vegas, and I was playing this big American Yankee guy standing behind me, and I broke and I kicked him right in the cags, right in the nuts.
You did not.
I did so. I turned around and saw him. He knew it was an accident. The guy was twice my size.
Oh, my
I kicked
word.
another guy in the back. In the back, yeah. So that's how I originally got my name, the Mule. But, you know, they were calling me the Mule here and there. But it really set in when we were in Vegas. And I was standing there with a big guy called Laz. You remember Laz?
Laz, of course.
Yeah.
I played in a team with Laz.
And I was playing with
recently.
this girl, a really good-looking girl at the time. You know, she was a good-looking girl. And she says, hi, my name is, I don't remember her name. She goes, they call me the Worm. And I go, well, baby, they call me the Mule. She goes, why do they call you Mule for? I go, well, use your imagination. And so that's where it really stuck. Because then I realized I could have a bit of fun with his nickname, right?
Yes.
So that's actually the true story of how I got my name. But it was because I kept kicking people. So I kick like a mule.
Brilliant.
And I'm stubborn like a mule. You see me, even when I'm behind, I'll fight tooth and nail to win that match.
So you say, people say, why do you call me the mule? Why do you call the mule? You say because I kick very well. They can say, well, I never see you play them shots. You normally do jump shots.
Yeah.
That wouldn't make any sense to them.
And the mule actually in ancient Greece was considered a magical creature.
Okay.
Because it was a mixture, it was a sterile animal between it's a hybrid of a horse and a donkey. So look, a little bit less about me and less more about the table and the players out there. We were actually at 280 live viewers at one stage.
Yes.
But during that commercial break, we lost about 100 live viewers. That's okay. They're all going to come back. They're having their little breaks, maybe make themselves a cup of tea at home or a beer. Big special thank you to Walter from City Heroes, who's right next to me. I'm not going to get him on the microphone. I'm just going to say a big thank you, mate. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Walter.
For everything you do for pool in Sydney and Australia. It's wonderful to have a club here. And Walter is actually opening up his new club in Burwood in a couple of months' time. Is that right, Walter? Yeah, about 2 to 3 months' time. And he's going to be using 9-foot diamond tables, which is purchased from CueWorld Stuart, which is going to be a fantastic pile
Absolutely
as well.
brilliant. A world-class equipment.
Look, if you're Tony Kakaris, right, at the moment, you're feeling pretty good about yourself. You've got to be. You were behind. You were basically dead in the water at one stage. And I know Tony is well more than capable to keep Mark off the table. If he starts to feel good...
Well, he's brought it back to, it was 3-0 down. He's brought it back to, or 3-1 down. He's brought it back to 3-2.
This is a poor shot from Tony. He's landed at least a foot short. And now he's going to be very careful. He can thin cut this back, I believe.
Yes.
He's going to be very careful with his pot. I'm more worried about the pot because the position's automatic.
I'd be putting a little bit of left-hand side on that, would you, just to help it come around the table, Barry?
Yes, I would actually. As long as it doesn't hurt the actual pot, because the pot's kind of tricky.
3-3
He's got around the
coming up.
black, and he's played that to perfection.
Beautiful,
Wow.
beautiful. Drop this 7 in the middle pocket. Natural position on the 8 ball, and of course the 9's just sitting over the pocket.
Guys,
so.
I actually own a 9-foot diamond table at home. I can tell you something, it is fantastic. I've actually done a bit of streaming from home as well. I'll link you guys up later on when we finish the match with some of my
Carl's
matches
asking
from
if
home.
they're 8-foot tables. These are 9-foot Brunswick
Yes.
tournament edition gold crown 5s.
4, 3, and
Carl.
8-inch pockets, but with the cloth being a little bit worn out, they feel more like 4.5-inch pockets, to be honest. It's going to be very careful with this pot here. I've seen these balls spat out.
Oh, hello.
Oh, it just went past that little pocket. And he's
Well,
playing. We're looking at three apiece scoreline here, mate.
3-3.
What a sick shot.
Camera angle makes it look smaller. Okay, I see.
So, no, well, it's definitely 9 foot, and they're very difficult tables. Lord Langer, how are you going, my friend?
Mate, can I just tell you, just to start off that disgusting rack just then,
He
you
loves
had
that
to
word.
play a mini masse shot, 4-1, curved around the ball in front of him, and then cleaned up.
Was that a break and run just then?
That was what you call a demolition.
Langer does tend to say things a little bit
And-
extravagantly, doesn't he?
He is Lord
Seriously,
Langer.
seriously, on top of all of that, that black, sick.
All right, for all you guys out there at home, I promised you a question. It's a very simple question. I know that most of you out there are pool players. We've got Tony Kakaris, who plays with IQQs. And we have also Marco, who plays with a Molinari cue with a Revo shaft.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know what kind of cues you guys out there play at home, what you think is the best cue out there. There are a lot of good cue brands. Just quickly tell that's sick. He
Can I just
went off
ask you
in the
though,
middle
Barry,
there.
if he's sponsored by Molinari, how is he allowed to use a Predator
Oh, well, that's an
shaft?
interesting question. A lot of cues nowadays, they make cues. Like my particular cue is actually not a Predator. It's the Predator Maestro, which is actually made by Mez in conjunction with Predator.
Really?
Yeah, so the front part's a Predator cue, so I use the 3143 shaft, and the back part's a Mez.
Okay.
So that scratch is a huge, huge scratch because Tony's starting to get a bit of momentum there. Look at the table, opened up like a
Very
flower.
open. So I mean, if you're playing with a different
10
butt,
seconds, Marco.
if you're playing with the butt that you're sponsored by, but a different shaft, well,
5,
is the contract only worth
4.
half as much? You're not playing with a whole cue.
I do not know
How
ins
does
and
it work?
outs. No, I do not know ins and outs like that. I believe that, I mean, he's not just sponsored by the cue. He's also got, wears Predator gloves. He uses Molinari gloves, Molinari chalk. And that's a good
There we
contract
go.
to have.
Mez Ace, Danny plays with. Craig Smith's got a BK2, Icon 2, Z2 shaft. I play with an Icon and a Z2 shaft, mate, the same.
Michael plays with the Mucci bar box. That's actually a really good cue. I've seen his cue. It's a beautiful, beautiful cue.
We've got Muzz watching. He actually was walking around. He must have gone home.
Q-Tech. You know what? Edward Hoffman's from America. Q-Tech. Q-Tech sponsored Earl Strickland back in the day, and now they actually sponsor the best player in the world, in my opinion, Shane Van Boening, who is also #1 ranked at the moment on the Fargo rate.
Brunswick with a 3-1-4-2 shaft. I also used to play with one of them. Just found it a little bit thick. Wasn't
3-1-4-2 shaft?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, just got a little bit over it, really.
Oh, that's why you've moved to a Z shaft, have you?
I'm playing with a 3-1-4-1 at the moment.
Thinner,
An older one. Not easy to come by, the old original 3-1-4, but it's a bit of a thinner shaft. It's got a smaller tip. I like it very much. But I do play with a Z2 normally, but it's tipless.
Do you feel like you get a lot of work with that particular cue?
I like the action I get off the 3-1-4-1, and especially with the Kamui clear tip that it's got on it, can really get some good action, but that's borrowed. So I'm giving that back soon when I get my Z2 re-tipped. I just need to decide what tip to get on it, Barry.
Kyriakos Papadopoulos is using a Josh cue, which are beautiful cues. That's the cue that Raf Suke uses, a Josh cue.
Yep.
And he uses a Z2 shaft.
So Logan, I mean, at Brunswick, Barry, did Brunswick make cues then?
They have made cues in the
well,
past.
obviously. So he's got a Brunswick butt and then a 3-1-4 shaft.
Well, you see,
That's cool.
people sometimes say that butts don't really matter, but I tell you what, the butts do matter. They make a difference.
Right. Do you prefer heavy or light?
Actually,
Weight bolt in or weight bolt out?
I don't have weight bolt. I have weight bolts. I have multiple. I use the Predator. My cue has got the Predator weight bolt system, which is absolutely it's to 0.1 of an ounce in weight, and you can really fine tune your cue and equipment with the Predator weight bolt. So
nice.
I actually play with a. My weight is 19.6 ounces.
Okay.
Which I guess for Australians is a little bit on the heavy side, but it's kind of like average. So this is basically an elemental run out for a player of this caliber. That's a really bad scratch.
Well,
the only way he can go wrong is if he lands straight on this black, which I think he has. You know what?
Pretty
He's actually
straight. He doesn't have much of an angle.
He would
really.
have preferred to have more angle, but he's going
gonna
to have to play short side shape.
He's going to have to punch this in, really.
He's going to have to play short side shape. Say that 3 times fast.
Oh, I'm not even going to go there, Barry.
Short side shape. That's not easy to do.
Short side shape.
So what that means is he's got a smaller area to land. He's going to follow through. He's got a smaller area to land in. And he's going to have really good speed control. So let's see what he does here.
Oh, hello.
I'd say that's pretty good.
That was a fantastic shot.
Some of the players are clicking. That's a European thing. That's
what they
really
used to do
good
in the
speed
old
control there.
Used to do in the old jazz clubs, Barry. What a shot to get himself on that 9 ball. That was fantastic weight.
Dimitris uses a Mez Ace 186. And you know what? I own the Mez Ace 187. And it's a beautiful cue.
Right.
You know my Mez cue that I played with my Mez cue for 10 years?
Okay.
And honestly, Dimitri, that's a beautiful... Which shaft do you use, Dimitri? I have the Hybrid Pro 2 shaft for that cue. I played with the original Alpha shaft for many years, and then I switched to the Hybrid Pro 2. I love it. It's actually my favorite cue along with the one that I use. Beautiful, beautiful cue. The Mez cues play very different to Predator. And I guess that's why when I saw the Predator Maestro come out, which is a $3,500 cue,
wow, I
had to have it because it's half Mez, half Predator. My 2 favorite brands in the whole world, best of both worlds. Jordan Davey uses a 8K1 3142 shaft. That's a Predator cue, 8K series. That's replaced the 5K series, original 5K series cue. 8K1. The 5K was my original first cue I ever bought from Predator, and I fell in love with it straight away. Then I had the 314 shaft. I had to get the Z shaft. Then the Z2 came out, and the 3142 shaft came out. Then the 3142 fat shaft came out. And that's when my obsession with buying shafts and cues really began.
Take a bow, Barry. This guy deserves a round of applause. He knows about his cues.
For
this
me?
guy. Absolutely.
I've been selling cues for 15 years. Yeah. Oh, Stuart Rogers come over and say, look how great I racked the balls. He got 2 balls off the break, he's saying. But yes, I do know my cues. I've been selling cues now, along with Stuart, for about 15 years.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what, IQ cues, the cue that Tony uses, if I buy another cue, which I'm thinking about buying cue number 30, I will be traveling to Greece to visit Tony. I actually told him I'm going to visit him in July. And I want to go down there and have a speak to the boys that do IQ cues. I want to get a cue made for me. But they are a bit more expensive. They're about maybe $5,000-$6,000 cue.
$5,000-$6,000, Barry?
They're a custom cue, mate.
Wow.
Their IQ cues make wonderful cues. I tried Tony's cue, a lot of power. Beautiful cue. He plays with a long extended cue, the way I used to play a few years ago. And what that does is it gives you more power, more speed, but you need to really be able to control it. You know? Leonard Doohan plays with a Perry cue. I'm not too familiar with Perry, to be honest. Now you just said I know a lot about cues. We found a cue that I don't know.
Perry, they sound like hot cues.
So Tony didn't really have much, so he played a safe here. We're trying to go through everyone's. Pekawa, Robert Mullard. They're beautiful cues. We have a sponsored player in Australia. Annie Kim is sponsored by Pekawa, and they're beautiful, beautiful cues.
Yep, Annie Kim, she was just here earlier.
And a good friend of mine, Kimpton, he plays with the Pekawa. They're very well balanced, very well made.
Yep, Kimpton Cress.
Kimpton Cress, yeah. And Logan Wash says yes, the Brunswick is a uni-lock. Matthew Edwards. Hi, Edward Hoffman. Matthew has a big smile.
10 seconds, Marco.
Matthew Edwards is fine. Australia's best, New Zealand's best player from New Zealand. Marco Teutscher now. Ooh. He really gets so low on the cue, doesn't he? Jeez.
Oh, he's scratched.
Double kiss. Oh, gee. From
Not
bad
happy.
to worse. I mean, that's bad news for the Dutch camp, I guess. The Marco camp.
Yes.
But good news for Tony.
The Holland stroke New Zealand camp.
You know, Argyris Babakiriakou. I'm seeing a trend here from the Greek players. A lot of Greek players are playing with Pekawa. He's playing with Pekawa P11G with a 3143 shaft. Pekawa, dude, honestly, they're also a very good cue. A lot of Greek players are using them. I'm seeing a trend here. Edward Hoffman from the States also says Kamikaze black tips. Yeah, they are great. I actually prefer the original to the black. They put that colouring in them. Makes them a bit softer. I like the original. I like to bite the original. What's Tony thinking here? Is he thinking about playing the Karam, the 2-9 Karam with the white to make the 9?
He's looking at something like that.
That would it be. He's got to be calling his extension, right? Seriously. Guys, there's a lot of comments here, so just bear with me. We are over 200 live viewers.
Yes.
We do appreciate it, and we know there's going to get a lot of views.
208.
Please like and share. Just trying to go through everyone's comments. Dimitris Mitrovgenis. Dimitris plays with the WX Alpha. Oh, the WX Alpha. Yes, very good. Alpha sharp for his mez cue. It rocks. You speak very good English, Dimitris.
He's going to be going down to the 2 ball onto the 5 ball here.
He's going to have to be very careful here not to park the
Jeffrey
2 ball somewhere.
Jeffrey Brands, he uses the Mez Ace 185. Still looking for a night shaft, by the way. So if you guys have a night shaft, private message him.
Craig Riley's watching. Welcome back, Craig. Welcome. Very unlucky earlier to miss to lose out on his game.
And what a shot here from Tony. Playing the extraction, he's extracted now the 2 ball and given himself an opportunity to level the scores at 4 apiece. If Tony can keep this game tight and the pressure on Marco and not let him get away, then we're in for a real match. It's not out of the realms of possibility, you know. Just because Marco's top 4 in the world doesn't mean he can't be beat.
Absolutely.
Oh, this is pool. This is 9 ball pool. Anything can happen. All right. It's time for the real question that people have been waiting for me to ask. And it's time to make that prediction. Out there at home, who do you predict will win this match? It looks like it's going to be 4 apiece now, so it's a pretty good time for me to ask it. We're racing to 13. Guys, put your prediction out there. The people that do get the right answer will get a chocolate bar from me when they visit me in Australia. You'll get the satisfaction of knowing that you guessed the right answer when the score was at 4 apiece.
Sai's just tuned in. Hello, Sai. Lovely guy, fellow player in the league that I play in.
Spiros says, Kalimera από την Kerkira, παιδιά, ευχαριστούμε για το live. He's saying, good morning from Kerkira, that's part of Greece.
Okay.
Part of Greece, and he's saying, thank you so much for the live stream. They're very happy to see their boy playing in Australia in the biggest match we've had ever, the biggest tournament we've run in Australia, in conjunction with Matchroom Multisport, playing one of the best players in the world. I mean, they're living the dream over there in Greece at the moment, aren't they?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's
And
like the
to
time
be-
they won the European. Do you remember that?
Do I remember?
They went nuts.
I had work
People were
at 4
dancing in
o'clock.
the streets here.
Mate.
Melbourne went into shutdown.
What's my heritage?
Greek.
Okay, I stayed up. I had work at 4 o'clock in the morning at the Sydney Fish Markets, and I got up at 2 o'clock to watch that match, and I had my little cat on me. I had a little pussy cat, and I was just chucking him up and down, screaming, yeah! I couldn't believe that we won.
Yeah. Yep. I remember.
But unfortunately,
that was
sad
about
to say,
2005.
sad to say for Greece, we've had a bit of tough times the last few years.
Yes.
Economic tough times, and also with the Greek fires, which is something that's very, very close to us. We haven't had a lot to be joyous about, but hopefully tonight we can get one for Greece.
the Greek people have got such a warm spirit, and you know, I can
Long
only imagine.
heritage. Long
I can only
heritage.
imagine any sort of problems in Greece would only be embraced by people even moving closer together.
So I'm not going to read out the scores, guys. We're going to go back on them later on and see who guessed correct. Yeah, people are tipping Marco to win. 13-9, 13-11, 13-10 Marco. No one has tipped Antonias. Antonias got this easy, Dimitris is saying. Really? I don't know if it's going to be easy.
Well, 4-4.
But it's 4 apiece, so it's. I mean, Langer, over there at the sidelines, what do you think, mate? Got a body count here, body posture. Well, he was 3-0 down. He was 3-0 down, and now it's 4
But with
apiece.
Marco, there's a little bit of a he's relaxing. He's like getting blurry eyes. He's looking a bit tired. So let's see what happens in the next couple of frames.
Andoni Stella says, Kalimera από τον όμορφο Volo, which is a part. Όμορφο Volo. Good morning from beautiful Volo. Where are you from originally, commentator? He's asking me, you're a Greek. I'm Greek Cypriot, είμαι από την Κύπρο. Είμαι γεννημένος από στην Αυστραλία. Γεννήθηκα στη Μελβούρνη και μεγάλωσα στο Sydney. I'm sorry, I'm just quickly saying this in Greek for the Greek fans out there. I'm sure my Greek accent is not up to par.
A lot of Greek people watching us, and people from all over the world, America, but people from Ghana and the Congo watching
I'll just
us
quickly
right
answer this in English. I'm originally, my family is from northern Cyprus, which was taken, the village that I'm from was taken over by the Turks in the war of 1974. So my family moved to Australia after the war, after my parents, all my family, all my uncles, my dad, everyone was in the war. And after it was over, we came to Australia and my family worked. I grew up in Sydney. I'm born in Australia. I've lived 42 years of age. I've lived 10 years in Cyprus and 32 years here. And I am 100% Australian and also 100% Greek, if that makes any sense to anybody out there.
Mate, and Australia is all the luckier for having you in their country as well, Barry.
Australia is the greatest country in the world to me because we have people from all over the world that make this place home, and all of us together make it what it is. It really is a special country.
So, he's stuck behind the 9 and the 4. He wants to get to this blue 2 ball.
From the comments, we're about 50-50, 50 behind Marco, 50 behind
Extension call.
Tony. Christos says, Barry's, you are the best commentator. Pekao came a lot. Play really good with 3-1-4-3. Yes, it does. Έχεις χαιρετίσματα από όλους από την μας στη Λευκοσία. That's from Cyprus. He's saying, I know Christos. I know Christos. Now I realize who you are, Refile. He's one of the boys that helped set up my club in Cyprus. I used to have a club in Cyprus.
Oh, really?
And my YouTube channel is still available on YouTube from some of the videos I did back in the past. And Christos, he helped set up the tables for my club. I had Dynamic Olympic 2 tables, very, very good quality tables. They're the tables that play all the Euro Tour on.
Okay.
Fantastic tables. Very difficult tables like these ones we're playing on today. And I think that's one of the secrets why the European pool has taken off the last 10 years, because they're playing on, these are German-made tables.
10 seconds.
You know what Germans are like with they make something, you know, Germans, and Mercedes-Benz.
Yes,
and
German
BMW.
engineering.
Absolutely. The tables they make are really good quality tables as well. And they're difficult tables to play on.
Okay.
And I believe that's helped the European players go up that extra level. They really have had it over on the Americans the last 10 years in the Mosconi Cup. And, yeah, it's just great to see.
Barry, you've just missed a very sick shot from Tony. He went for the 2 ball off a kick shot, and he's rolled it over to the 7. He right behind the 7, and now it's time for Crazy Town. So
here we go.
Crazy things are about to happen with
Tony's
the
real
boomstick.
strength this tournament has been his safety play. It's
He's
been
going
spot
airborne.
on.
10 seconds.
I like that. I like that
Extension
jump
call.
cue. I like the bottom part of that jump cue. It's a lovely shade of blue.
Kalimera από Kefalonia. Καλή επιτυχία, Αντώνη. Good morning from Kefalonia. It's another part of Greece. Well, actually, I had a person who used to work for me in my last fish market who was from Kefalonia, and I know this place very well. A lot of Greeks in Australia from Kefalonia. Can he make this jump? Correct. Oh,
Going for the jump plant.
he's made
maybe
it.
there.
He's left the shot on.
He has left the 2
But the
on
good
there.
news for him is that Tony has a bit of a flat angle, so he's going to have to really force this to get back to the 3 ball. To get back to the 3 ball. And my famous cousin Leon Hadjibaraskivas, he says, Huey says hi. Hi, Huey. Here is his wife. Leon runs a big famous fish market in Sydney at East Gardens, Pagewood.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful fish. I heard that you're a chef, you would be well aware of his product.
Well, I was working in a kitchen just right by that fish market, across the road in the Meriton building site. He will know that, this guy. He will know the building site across the road. My company has a kitchen there at the moment on the Meriton site.
You know what, I've just had a thought. What I would love to do with you one time is actually maybe film us cooking a meal together and commentating. How awesome that be?
Commentating on Paul or commentating on
No,
cooking?
commentating on your cooking, because you're
why
a
not?
fantastic chef.
I try.
How about this? I supply the seafood.
Moment.
I supply the seafood from my store and the cameras in my house.
Yep.
You cook it and I eat it.
Let's do it. Let's do
Then
it, Barry.
I'll put it on my
Okay.
website. Why not?
Okay.
It's okay.
We're
You heard
on.
it, folks. Here,
You heard it
first
here
right
first.
here. Back to the action now. Antonias is a mile away from his work. And how good is his long-range potting? How good is he feeling right now?
Where's the 9 going to go?
10 seconds.
No, that's
Ooh, I
not
don't
the
know
best
about
shot
that.
from Antonias. That's not a good shot at all.
No.
No, not all.
4-4.
Antonias has left
And he misses the 4.
an opportunity here for Marco to put himself back in front. Yes, Antonias uses IQ Infinity Shaft and custom extension by IQ Cues. Oh, Dimitrios Kalogeras. You are from IQ Cues, I'm guessing. And your cues are amazing. I saw a cue that you made a few months ago. I think about 6 months ago, you made a cue for a German fellow. It was like a red-brown cue. 7,000 euros, I believe it was.
Wow.
6,000 or 7,000 euros. It was a beautiful cue. I was salivating. When I saw the pictures of this cue, I was salivating. These are custom cues, and they're beautiful. Thank you so much for your support and for sponsoring Tony.
So much into his cues, Barry Mavros. He's got 29 cues, and cues, looking at food, cues make his mouth water, literally.
Look, some guys like food, some guys like looking at women. I like looking at cues. I mean, don't judge me for that. Nothing like a good piece of stiff wood that hits the ball well, you know?
So, here we go. He's on the 7. He's going to have to bring this white ball back. Or has he got an angle? Can he... Has he got an angle to come round? He's not screwing, so he has got an angle to come round the table. Bit close to the middle pocket. Oof.
Oh my goodness, it was almost disaster. Disaster averted, and young Marco doing a little dance there.
Oh no, little chicken dance.
Kind of like,
happy.
kind of like rubbing it in as well that he didn't scratch. Could have
Yeah.
been your frame, but it's not Tony. It's my frame.
Well, it's just remind me to book a dance choreography class for Marco. He's avoided the middle, going in off on the middle after a great driving shot. He's landed perfectly on the black, but get that dancing
Hey, did you see-
choreography class sorted.
Just watching it again in the corner of the...
Are you watching in the replay?
yeah.
He was doing a little dance there. Dance of happiness,
It
that's
was,
called.
like the funky chicken, it was.
So Marco going to be putting himself back in the lead, 5 frames to 4. I'll be leaving you guys alone for just a moment, but back in just 2 minutes, guys.
It was a nice shot there, Archie, by the on the 5. To the 5. Great shot. 5 frames to 4. In the way of the young Dutchman. Currently living in New Zealand. And he's come over to play this competition, and he's doing fabulously well.
Just a quick one for everyone. There's some great shots being played. The ripper of a shot, and if everyone wants to go back and watch that, when he was on the 5 ball, it's generating enough power to come back. Sorry, the 4 ball to come back to the 5. Generated enough power with bottom right hand, came off one rail, and the effect on the white, sublime. If you want to learn that one, get it back onto that side of the video. Once we obviously save it, do it. That is a shot for the ages for you newcomers to learn.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely, and there's people commenting
Sorry,
on that.
sick shot.
Dimitri's telling us that Tony's off his usual game, but he's going to get a gear soon. Old school dance moves, Edward Hoffman saying. Edward's over in America. So we've got Marco's just about to break off again. Winner breaks format. Winner breaks. Balls have to be racked by an official, which they are. There's no magic rack, so they're getting racked just by a normal conventional triangle, which is taking a little bit more than normal, obviously, but that's fine. Stuart's having to go back and kind of tweak the balls a lot as well. You know, as you lift the rack off, and some balls are moved just a little bit, and they're not tight, and so there's a 40-second shot clock. One extension per frame, and that's about it.
Push announced. Push.
So there's Langer telling us that he's
doesn't
going
really
to
have a shot on here, Jamie. Just absolutely nothing, and unfortunately, he's got no choice but to push. But that may be the 1-9 combination is on. I don't know if he's feeling it, Jamie.
Well, he's looking at it.
This might be the one. Look at this. He's lined up the 1-9 combination here, and I presume in a moment he's going to tell me extension. So let's have a look here.
It's a big combo. I mean, the white ball's very far back from the action, and there's a gap. There's a big, decent gap between the sort of the 1 and the 9, and then a bigger gap between the 9 and the pocket. So this is a really, really difficult shot to pull off, but he's going for it. Good luck to him. If you're going to pull a shot off like this, if you're going to go for it, then you deserve to get it, because there's certainly safeties that you could play. Well, he's not got it. He's not even hit the 9, but. And he's left our friend Tony open here. He's a frame up, 5 frames to 4. Spencer Oliver, how are you, my friend? Spencer's a good snooker and pool player as well. From the UK, he was here for a long time, but he's back there now. Yes, it is the final, Spencer. We've got the guy queuing right now. He's a Greek fella called Tony. Come over from Greece to visit Barry, and then Barry's actually asked him to come over a little bit early so he could play in this comp, and so he's playing in the comp, and look, he's in the final. Also, he's playing against a Dutch fella here who's in the top 40 in the world called Marco, and Marco's winning 5 frames to 4. Spencer, Langer just wants to have a little word.
Mate, just very quickly, just want to confirm. He was trying the 1-9 combo there from that long bomb. So 10 seconds, Tony. So definitely confirmed. Extension called, and he's definitely went for it. So it's he's looking to finish this as quick as possible. He knows
absolutely.
The fire is coming.
That was a massive shot to go for, though. Massive shot to go for, as I said. Like,
Massive, unbelievable.
so many gaps between all the balls. I mean,
as Barry would say, he has some big cojones to try that stunt here, bro.
Absolutely, as I was saying myself, if you're going to try a shot that big, well, you deserve to get it. I wouldn't entertain the thought of taking that shot on unless it was, well, there was nothing else. But there was safeties. So Tony taking the 2 in the middle and leaving himself lovely position there on that 3 into the middle pocket. Balls are all looking spaced out and fairly straightforward. Thank you to everyone that's watching us right now. There's 203 of you out there, 202. City Heroes we're playing from in the premier pool venue in Sydney, Australia. We are coming at you through Be Live, which is a company, a streaming company, but a lovely guy called Todd who's sitting behind the controls, tweaking everything, getting the camera angles, swapping between stuff, playing adverts, commercial breaks. Very professional.
Guys, I am back in the commentary box. I take a little time out
10
there.
seconds, Tony.
While I took that time out, I had a quick chat to Tony, and he just said to make a special mention about Stratos Salnoboulos and all the things that he's done over there in Greece. He basically reorganized some really big Greek Open events over there and got everybody together. So a big thank you to Stratos Salnoboulos, and we're going to try and move some more traffic to your sites. I'll be personally sharing your matches on my Facebook page, which is huge. I got players all over the world who are friends with me on Facebook, and if you're not friends with me on Facebook and you want to get updates on matches all around the world, just send me a friend request and I'll accept.
10
So thank you so much,
Tony.
Stratos, and I look forward to talking to you again. He's a wonderful guy.
Absolutely. Any friend of yours is a friend of ours, Barry. You are one of the most kind-hearted and also flamboyant and extroverted people on the Sydney pool scene, if not the most, I must say.
You forgot to say devilishly good looking.
And devilishly good looking as well. I mean, you can just tell by his turn of phrase, can't you, ladies and gentlemen? I thought I could talk. This guy is the talker. This guy is the
Thank you,
talker's
Jamie.
talker.
You are way too kind.
It's true, my friend. It's
So
true.
Tony at the moment is looking to square things up.
I don't think he's going to, Barry.
Well, look, the 7 and the 9 are, the 7 and the 8 are over the pocket, really.
We've got
So-
a German player. We've got a German viewer. Hello, Olaf. Hi from Germany. We've got people from everywhere.
How do you say
All
hi
walks-
in German?
Hi? No.
Is it hi?
What, Auf Wiedersehen is goodbye. What's hello?
Hi. 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 Hi.
Yes.
I think it's the same word. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not sure. Am I correct in believing it's the same word?
I should
Olaf?
know this. I took German at school. But hello, Olaf.
All I know is that's good, yeah? Because if a German woman ever cooked me a meal, I'd say, that's good, yeah? Which means it's good. Yeah, it's good. Because I love it when someone cooks a meal.
I think
So-
I just say hello. Hello.
Speaking about cooking a meal, we know that Kakaris wants to cook a meal out of Marco at the moment. He would love to win this tournament. And potting this 9
There
ball,
he
it
is,
means he's going to
5-5.
tie the match 5 apiece, keeping it tight, keeping it real.
Very good. Hi from Russia.
Now, I know how to say hello in Russia.
Hi is hello. Thank you very much.
Yes, hi is
Guten
is
Tag.
hello.
That's right.
In Russia, to say hello, you say privyet.
Privyet. Privyet, Hanif.
Privyet, privyet, как дела, Hanif? How are you in Russian?
220 viewers, and you're all over the world, from everywhere we could think of. We got people from Ghana, we
I
said
worked-
earlier,
yeah.
the Congo.
Yes,
I mean,
we-
these people are not lying. Well, you know.
Guten Tag? Where's that?
Guten
Guten
Tag,
Tag.
that means
Sounds
hello.
German. Oh, Guten Tag. Okay, yes.
How many matches tonight? Well, this is
This is the
very
last match. This is the final.
This is the final.
Have we
It's a
not
race-
mentioned this? Do we not have graphics saying
It's
that
a
this
race
is the
of
final? We
13
don't.
frames, 13, and it's 5-5.
This is the final, guys. We played for 2 days now. We started with 40 players only, and it was a closed event, capped at 40 players. The top 8 seeds had to pay double above the rest of them. And there are also wildcard entries as well. So there were separate tournaments run to build up the pot and to have players come through of different calibers. But now we're down to the two, in my opinion, the 2 players that played the absolute best this weekend. And both are very deserving of this opportunity. The winner of this tournament will be representing Australia in the US Open at the Mandalay Bay Hotel Casino Resort in Las Vegas. And
What a venue is that?
I personally promised Tony this morning that if he wins this event, I'll be flying down there with him to give him the support.
Wow.
You know, he doesn't speak a lot of English as well, so I'll be flying down there with him. Also have his mate with him as well.
Personal translator, Barry.
Absolutely, and for me, I have my own agenda as well. I'd like to go there, and I haven't played cards in the casino for a while, so it'd be awesome. But more importantly, I would like to do some commentary work over there while I'm there. So it'd be awesome to see Tony win. It'd also be great for Marco. Marco's been there already. Tony, it's been a dream of Tony for many, many years to play in the US Open event.
We've got one of the viewers asking us how many tables are in here. There's about 30, 35 tables, is there, Barry? Or about 30? Just less,
Actually,
maybe?
it's a good question. We've also got snooker tables as well. And
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to quickly count the tables. You can talk
Okay,
for a second,
sure.
Barry. I'll be back in a couple of seconds.
how accommodating are you?
Oh, well, you know, I think the viewers need to know quite the size of this place.
Interesting question here from Matthew Zaidan saying, Barry, what's your 11th favourite cue? That's a great question, buddy. I own 3 Fury cues, which I absolutely adore as well. You know, Fury cues for me are a really great value for money cue. lower end, obviously, don't play as good as the Predators do, of course. But I mean, if you're starting out in pool, one of the best investments you can make is buying a Fury Cube. Beautiful.
There is 27 9-foot Brunswick tables in here, Gold Crown 5s.
Yes,
27 of those. There's one
six of which are tournament edition.
Correct, and there's 4 pool tables. 3 are brand new Rileys, or they were brand new about 5-6 years ago when the place opened.
Snooker tables.
Yes, snooker tables. 3 Rileys and 1 Star Championship Edition tables, signed by 2 world-class players, pros, and that was bought. I think a final was played in there once as well.
Wow. Thank you so much, David Gardner, for the kind words, Barry and Jamie. Great work, lads.
Thank you very much, Dave.
Don't forget the people behind us as well to bring you this production. We've got our camera crew. We've got Todd from Be Live, along with Shane. Shane is the quiet man that's been using the camera, moving the camera around all day. He's been standing still in that spot like a soldier for the last 8 hours. Well done, mate.
The only thing he's moving is his jaw. He's chewing some gum. Apart from that, he's like a statue. Stuart's saying he's been buzzing Stuart away.
We've also got Langer. We're going to thank a big thank you to Langer over there, who's been the timekeeper for the last 3-4 matches in a row now. That takes a lot of energy. And that's a bad jump shot here from Tony, giving away an opportunity.
He's messed that one up a little bit there.
Yes, he has. A big thank you as well to Simon, young Simon, who's been doing things for us. And, of course, Stuart, Rogers, and Marvin, the tournament director, putting this thing together. Thank you so much, everybody.
I think Langer's trying to get a word to us.
Yes.
There's the signs of the pressure there, guys, for Tony. He had a lot of time there to set that up, but unfortunately, after using an extension a little earlier in the frame, he's now left with giving the ball in hand to Marco. If you look it back a little bit, try to jump the ball there, and he just went straight into the 7. So this is not looking good.
Yeah,
not
feeling the pressure there.
For Tony.
26 plus 4 tables. It's actually 27 plus 4 tables. 27
31 tables. So you're right when you guess 32.
Yeah, right.
If you include the foos table over there, the Sfragi, that's 32.
Yep. 4 of the tables, 3 of them, all the tables are Brunswicks, apart from the 4 snooker tables, which are 3 of them are Rileys, and one of them is a competition from a top comp that the club bought, signed by 2 of the players. I think two sort of top 20 professional players, and it's a Star, and the pockets are tiny on it, absolutely tiny. And it costs a little bit more to play on that table than everything else, and you must be a member of the club to play on that table. So a few stipulations to go. You can't just sort of run in here and play.
Don't forget that the owner of this club, Walter, is also setting up another club opening up in 2 to 3 months' time.
He is.
In Burwood.
And they're all going to be 9-foot diamonds.
39-foot diamond tables.
Wow.
Fantastic.
What's he going to do with all these tables?
No, he's still got this club going. He's had 2 clubs.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep. Now, because of the angle that Marco Teutscher had on that 2 ball, he couldn't really work the ball to get close to the 3. So he's opted to give himself, take his medicine, take a long shot, back himself on the potting. He's going to pot this ball clean. He hasn't. He's actually cut that way too thin. He had that half a diamond up, Todd. Wow. So he backed himself on his potting because he couldn't really work the 2. He had on the wrong side of the 2 ball to get himself close. So that could be it's not costly because he hasn't really left much. He missed it on the pro side, what we'd like to call, Todd, on the pro side, where he overcut the ball, and even if he misses a shot, he doesn't really give up anything. Whereas if he hit that ball, if he missed it on the amateur side, thick, then he would have left up a shot. So Tony now is going to respond with a good safety.
10 seconds.
Which is what he's been doing all tournament, but this is not going to be good. I think No, I don't think it's going to be good at all. He's left him up. He's giving him a second chance, a second bite at the cherry. This is the free shot. This shot has a lot less pressure than the last shot had on it, and I really expect Marco. I mean, that's Tony would be upset with that. I don't know if you get a shot of Tony sitting down in his chair, but he'll be upset with that particular safety shot. He doesn't actually show any emotion. One thing about Tony, when he's winning or losing, he looks the same, which is, a testament showing you that he, Psihikas Ambektis, he's really matured as a player over the years. And yes, Anatol I apologize about the name, guys. Lakdakas? Sorry, mate. Yes, there is big time pressure out there. Trust me, both these players really want to win. Marco does not want to lose this match, and Tony wants to win this match. And that's both of them are trying to win this match. And no, again, that pocket, these pockets are tight, guys. I've played in pool in many different countries, and these for me have been the most difficult conditions I played in. And actually, I spoke to Marco Teutscher earlier, and he said the same thing, the most difficult conditions they've played on. The rolling balls down the rail is absolutely so difficult. You need to be pinpoint, and this is actually helping pool in New South Wales grow. Oh, geez, that ball. Man, what helped that ball go in? I thought that ball was not going to drop just then from Tony.
Barry, that is the sign of the pressure. He took an extension. He had over a minute to obviously wait and line up that last shot on the free. And for someone of Marco's caliber to miss it, says volumes about this situation.
Look, Marco was 3-0 up in this particular match, and now he's looking to be 6-5 down. So we have had a momentum shift. Would you agree there, Todd? Todd, with his solemn nod of the head. It's been a long day today. You've done a fantastic job. I'm so happy that I've worked with you today, and I'm really glad that I met you as well. So Tony now really has got a golden opportunity to burn those two misses into Marco's memory banks. He really does. I get the big nod from Langer. He wants to say something. Yes?
Yeah, considering that that earlier on in this frame, Tony gave ball in hand to Marco, I kind of thought this would have been over by now. But look at this, time and time again in this frame, the momentum has shifted one way and another. Both on 5-all, the pressure is mounting.
Yes, definitely mounting. And for me, for Tony to have a chance to beat Marco, he's got to keep the pressure on him. You cannot let him get away. And if you can put some daylight between him and Marco, so it'll be even all better for it. Now, a couple of quick questions. First of all, just to answer James Georgiadis, big pockets. Well, when we played in Adelaide against you guys, in Adelaide, you guys are playing on 5-inch pockets. We're playing on 4 and 3 8-inch pockets. So there's a huge difference. Our pockets here are much smaller. And yes, I know you're saying that as a joke, which is true. Big pockets or small pockets, whatever you play on, you still don't miss. So, it doesn't really matter. With the pressure, though, the smaller pockets do add up. Yeah. And also, Medi's asking how long has Tony been playing pool for. Look, Tony started playing pool from the age of 11. From a young child in Gaffenio coffee shops. We have a time break? Okay. Just going to try and pull up Tony's profile because I had it here somewhere. Oh, here it is, right in front of me. Jeez. He started to play pool from a very young age in Greek coffee shops, but he only started to compete when he was 29, so that's only 6 years ago. So in the last 6 years, he's managed to put himself in the top 10 in Greece. And
he's feeling the heat right now, dabbing his head with a little tissue over there.
Tony, absolutely.
Stretching his fingers. You know when you interlock your fingers and you push your hand out? He's doing that.
Excuse me, does this say that 3,000 euros is his largest cash out in a tournament?
Which would actually be the same as today if he won, roughly.
Wow. What a player. I love it. And the best thing about
he won the Greek Open Minors Amateurs tournament recently.
And the best thing about all of this, he didn't have a mentor. He did it all by himself.
Well, I
presume that in the last 6 years, as he progressed, he needed more people to obviously mentor him and give him more tips and tricks.
It's funny. When I first started for my seafood business, I asked my uncle, who owns 3 fish markets in Sydney, I said, Uncle, can you show me some of the secrets that you've had over the years to really make your business so successful, to have 3 fish markets?
Yes.
And he said, you're my nephew, you're my favourite nephew in the whole world, and I won't show you nothing. He goes, those secrets are mine.
Really?
I earned them, yes, I earned them with blood, sweat and tears. And over the years, while you make your secrets for your business, I don't expect you to show me anything either. And that is really the Greek mentality when it comes to pool. Pool players will not show you anything. You ask them for help. Well, why should they help you for? Because potentially you're going to be with their competition in the future. Not just Greek pool players, but a lot of pool players around the world feel that way. In Australia, Tony actually mentioned that you guys are all ready to help each other so much, giving away so much information. He saw top quality players in here week in, week out, day in, day out last week, playing with low caliber players. They're just playing for fun, showing the table, and he goes, I can't believe what's happening here.
Yeah.
There's a real different mentality. This guy, Tony, had to learn himself, train himself, and get to the level where he is on his own. And that, he is his own coach, his own mentor. That's amazing.
That's the Greek mentality. Just like your uncle, you've opened your successful fish place.
So, you know what it is? It's not the Greek mentality. It's a Spartan mentality. That's it. I know who he is now. I know who he is. He's the great general of Sparta, isn't he? Reincarnated, isn't he? What an animal.
Barry asked his uncle, what advice would you give me? He said, well, I've always had faith in COD.
We are waiting on Marco. Marco Teutscher's taking his time out now at a timely moment. The score is now 6-5 in favour of Tony. Lord Langer, you said earlier that you liked the way, you liked Tony's approach. He's kind of like taken all the pressure off himself. Even in an interview, he said, well, I'm playing this match. I'm playing one of the best players in the world. I'm not expected to win. I'm not really favourite. I can win or lose 50-50. That's a nice way to go into the match.
Well, I told you from the break, in the first couple of frames. Think the phrase "smouldering intensity." And that's what we've got in this man right now. Back to the Greek Spartan himself. Ready to break. Let's do it.
Tony getting down for the break. Going to smash him up. Putting the white over to the left-hand side of the table. No, it doesn't really look like it's in a box there. Is it in a box, Barry? Would you say that was breaking from inside the box? Or is he outside?
I didn't get a chance to have a look. I'm sure he was, because we have officials there watching.
He was playing from the side there, look.
My stream is just trying to catch up. Aloysius Yap is watching. He's a wonderful player from Singapore. A professional player from Singapore. Hello, Aloysius Yap. And Anthony Cacciola, that's Mike Cacciola's famous brother, is also watching. Your brother, Michael Cacciola, one of Australia's finest players, recently won a very big tournament about a month and a half ago. And, it's a shame that he couldn't be here for this weekend. But I'm hoping he'll be here for the World Cup of Pool that we're hosting on the 6th and 7th of April.
I can see a safe here, Barry. What do you think? He's going to go for this, or do you think he's going to play safe behind the green? Possibly even behind the orange, but I don't think behind.
Mehdi is asking for confirmation of the prize. Yes, we have $5,000 first prize, which includes that's a travel pack that pays for the trip and pays for what's happening. Just a moment.
Sorry, we have a break in the rule. Just give us a moment, please. I need to get the tournament director. Just hold on for a moment, please.
Got a few questions here from the players themselves. So one of the players is Tony's calling for an extension, but from the break.
I'm pretty sure there is an extension. Marco's just saying there's no extension.
Marco is just.
I'm pretty sure there is an extension. No, I think there was a misunderstanding earlier. Both Marco and England.
He's not very happy.
No,
he's not very happy. He was just saying to Stuart there, you told me before the thing. But anyway.
Look, both these players, it's their second language. It's their second language. You can very easily get confused with the rules.
Yeah.
There is an extension after the break. Anytime, just one extension per frame. Use it whatever you want. Both these players, it's their second language. Misunderstanding some of the rules.
You might say it's their second language though, Baz, but his English, his grasp of English is very good.
There might have been some kind of misunderstanding earlier. I think he said he asked Stuart if there was one after the break. But we're familiar that
lovely shot.
That's a very good shot.
Yeah, that was the first shot I thought he would play. Safe behind the 5. He's played it beautifully.
Man, a big hello to all my friends and family out there. Thank you guys. My family, my mother's watching, Yasu Mum. She's very proud of me and the work that I do here.
Mate, I would be too. Langer's going to pop in with a word here.
Yes. Yes, please.
Lots of speed.
Great escape. That's a Houdini great escape there from Marco.
Yes. Absolutely, I noticed that. He
This
didn't
is
look
a
happy
long
at all.
race
He was
to
saying to Stuart, you told me before the game. But anyway, he never kept on with it. He was, okay. When he learned that you could have the extension at any time, he just said, okay, and then raised his eyebrows and just and left it be. To which Tony's made a lovely save straight away.
It was a beautiful save.
Yep.
But he was always going to play that save. He just wanted to have some extra time to land that save.
Marco's got out of it, but left him on, and then Tony's running away with it. So he's probably going to. He's one frame behind, right? He's going to bring this back to 6-6 if he can run these out. Barry's left the table. He's walking over to Marco. Marco's shaking his head. Marco's shaking his head and raising his finger at Barry as if to say, look, Here's my side of what I heard from the tournament director Stuart, and just while Barry's away and there's a spare headset at the table, I'm asking somebody there shaking their head. I'm not going to tell you who they are though. So he's potted out down to the black. Black, I reckon, obviously to the middle pocket. And this will bring it back to 6-6. And this is what Marco didn't want to see. And I think that some of his frustrations are going to be sort of told to us through Barry now when he puts back on his headset. Nice pot to the middle pocket, and the same pocket is where the 9 gets slotted into. Little clap from a few people. Puts his cue up, moves the ball along. 6-6. 6-6. Everything to play for here. He's looking very positive. Stuart's going to rack up the balls. So as we said before, all the balls are getting racked by hand in this event, by an official, who is Stuart in this case. No magic racks allowed. There's a 40-second shot clock, in the final. This race is to 13. The balls must be racked by an official. Tony checking the rack there, just make sure that they're all nice and tight. There's been a few problems earlier where they've not been racked maybe as tight as they could have been, and it's shown in the split. So 6-6. This is the 13th frame. The 1's potted off the break. The 2 is on. Unfortunately, the 1's on the cush. And the 3 balls down the other end of the table, so he can't really dig under this and where he is to pull the white back, so it's not an easy shot. Jamie Walker, welcome. Jamie, great player. 25 handicap in the other league. 10 in the Diamond League. Also a strong player and advocate for New Zealand pool, being a Kiwi himself. Look at that. A little bit of luck there, but we all need a bit of luck, especially at this level. Thanks to everyone for joining in. Share the feed with anyone that you can. Muzz is watching, says hello. Hello, Muzz. So yes, thank you for all of you that are watching right now. This is the 13th frame. It's 6-6. We're about halfway through. Sorry? Oh, 7-5. Excuse me, 7-5.
I'm back in the commentary box. We've been doing this all day long. You're only human. We're allowed to make mistakes.
Oh, mate, maybe you could help me count, Barry. I need an abacus. That's a Greek. That was a Greek invention, wasn't it? The abacus?
No, it wasn't. That's actually Arabic, but you're close.
Okay, not too. Well.
just a little bit over.
Closer to Greece than it is to here. Yes, so do share it. Thank you all for watching. Thanks to City Heroes and Be Live, who are streaming this live. Todd's next to us, working exceptionally hard. Shane's on the camera, still chewing away. It's the only movement he's doing.
Only his jaw's going to be sore tomorrow. The rest of his body's like a statue.
Apart from shooing Stuart away, like he's been saying. I keep saying, shoot, get away from me. And, of course, thanks to MATCHROOM in the UK for the opportunity to stream this live through their site. And also getting together with CueWorld.
We'll be uploading to them later on. And
but not the only time that CueWorld's going to be sort of affiliated with MATCHROOM.com.
No, we've got some great, exciting things coming up this year. Like we said, we have a list of tournaments that we're doing. I'll just quickly run over the names of tournaments, and then I'll let you guys know.
Absolutely.
If you like this page, or like my page as well, my Facebook page, you'll be getting a live update onto your Facebook with all the tournaments that we're running. We are doing the 9-ball Masters in May, the Master of the Apprentice event, which is my favourite event, Scotch Double charity event. We donate all proceeds to charity, which is a really wonderful thing to do.
Yes, that's great news. Tony's not very happy with the result there, just
No.
jabbing his cue into the
We
air.
have the CueWorld Classic, which is our longest going event now for 12 years.
Absolutely.
Which started this whole entire brand was a CueWorld Classic. That's an $8 event, and Justin dominated that event last year. Sydney 10-ball Masters on the 20. That's 10-ball on the 7-footer. There's a 7-foot diamond tables, and of course we've got the Sydney 9-ball Masters as well. So I'm not sure what the 9-ball Masters is. I need to ask Stuart what that is. But we've got a lot of events coming up. And of course, my favourite event of the entire year is the World Cup of Pool Qualifier on the 6th and 7th of April, which is a Scotch doubles event. Staggered entry fee, so all players can enjoy.
That'll be brought to you live and exclusive from here. Stuart has just walked past the cameraman and waved his hand in front of his face as if the guy's a statue. He's not. Yeah.
Marco
Good on him. He
Teutscher
must
here.
have sore legs. I mean, he's been sitting there all day. He could be sitting on a stool, but he's not. He's standing.
Marco Teutscher here now is actually down 7 frames to 5. He was leading 3-0. And it was actually an error of his that let Tony back. He should have been 4-0 up. And now, I can tell you something, he's feeling it right now. He's got to compose himself and just focus on doing what he has to do. Put these balls away and then get the just break clean the next game.
Well, he is feeling it. I think that's probably why he got a bit frustrated before, you know. But like most players do, once you lose that momentum or you.
No, he was actually under the impression that there was no timeout,
After the break.
extension after the break-off shot. But,
Yes.
if that is the case, I do apologise. That could have been a miscommunication on our behalf. But
Yep.
we have had an extension. You're allowed to do extension after the break. Just one extension only per rack.
Right.
So it can be in any particular shot, as long as you're at the table, of course.
It's kind of like when you get a ball in hand, you know, in some of the leagues or some of the rules, you get a ball in hand at any time, apart from after the break. So if you were to scratch off the break, that's not ball in hand. You've got to shoot from behind the line. But then at any other time, it's ball in hand.
He actually played. He actually got into that ball too much and had a really interesting line where he was not going to be rewarded, but he hit the knuckle and he's got plumb position on the 7. I don't think he's queuing that great at the moment. He's been sitting down for quite a while. He's got to put this frame away, focus on his technique, and to be honest, he's actually.
Hello. Is he going to cruise into the 9 by accident here?
No, he's fine. He's
all
fine.
right.
Man of his caliber here, he should be able to put these two balls away, take the frame, bring it down to just 1 with the break. It's an even-Steven match. Come on, Marco.
Nice shot.
Posing himself. And this is where a pre-shot routine is so important.
He's looking for the rest here.
A pre-shot routine, Jamie, is, I mean, that's what Marco does so well. He gets down the shots and does his pre-shot routine and goes through the motions time and time again. Because when you're under the pump, when you're under the pressure, that's what's going to get you over the line, is how good you do your pre-shot and then how well you deliver the cue. And this man has got thousands of hours practicing that cue delivery.
Mm-hmm.
It's that time of the night. You know, every tournament and every match I commentate on, there's always a moment where it's like the calm of the storm. You're in the middle of the tornado right now, middle of the cyclone, and everything seems calm, but you just know it's going to start to blow over any moment soon. Any word near the table over there, Langer? So what you're saying is there's a bit of gamesmanship happening at the
That's
moment.
right, exactly. So looking for more fireworks and more masterful plays out here.
Both pressures, both players feeling the pressure, Baz.
Oh, 100%. There's a lot of pressure. This is a big match, a big final.
Yeah.
And to be honest, Tony is a formidable opponent for Marco. He really is.
Okay, 7-6.
7-6 auto play for. People don't go anywhere. We have some more great commentary coming up.
Don't touch that dial, folks.
And
Nice
some
break off.
really great match play coming up.
Dry break. One's on the cush. White spinning in the middle of the table.
And another dry break. I was speaking to Tony earlier. He was a little bit. He was talking about this break was just an absolute mystery because it's hand racked and there's cracks. The boys aren't even looking now at the cracks. Whereas you see guys like Shane Van Boning, all these top players around the world, they're looking at the pack, trying to work out the cracks to use them to their advantage.
You can see him try and play 2 cushions here. 1, 2. Look at that. Lovely. Lovely shot.
It really has been Tony's strength this weekend, has been his ability to play fantastic safety play.
He has. He's been
Even
very,
Stu
very
Rogers
strong.
looking over saying, what a great shot.
It was a great shot.
Ripper of the safety shot to come a couple of rails here. And honestly, I don't think one extension's enough here. You're going to need about 4 or 5 extensions to try and figure out how to get out of this puzzle. Is this some kind of Greek thing?
What do you mean?
More extensions than a woman's hair salon, Barry.
What does he mean by is this some kind of Greek thing? I don't know. He has played a really great shot there. And this is tricky. Maybe he'd be best off just to think about tying up the balls. Maybe put in the 5 towards the 2 and the 7, try and tie him up. That could be the only thing he could basically do in this situation.
Muzz saying great shot. It was a great shot, wasn't it, Muzz? I picked that. 2 cushions behind that bottom ball. It's not easy, but there was other balls as well. He could have still sort of, for instance, had the brown and the blue, you know, in the middle of the line, but to the 3.
He played the shot that I mentioned, and he actually played that really, really well. He's tied up the 2 ball 5 and with using the 5. And that's a very good. That's an intentional foul. That's a very, very good shot from Marco. I think that was the best option he had because there was no way I was going to hit that 1 ball. Now what's Tony going to do? He's reading the table, he's assessing the situation, and he's thinking, what shall I do? And because the 2 ball's absolutely wedged where it is, it doesn't go anywhere, it's actually not the easiest place to play safe from. So, like, he can pot the 1 and maybe get on 2 with a nice angle to play safety. I'm really not sure what he's
10
thinking.
seconds, Tony.
10 seconds called there by...
Extension call.
He's using his extension now. It's a very timely move. Very tense out there. What has Tony decided to do now? How is he feeling? Is he really considering playing an extraction here, Jamie?
I think he might actually just... I think he might pop this and try another snooker. What do you think, Barry? Or do you reckon
The angle he's putting the
it?
white ball, it looks like he's going to pot the 1 and try and go into these balls.
Okay.
It's a pretty big target.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
That's a very aggressive shot.
No, I thought he was going to try and screw behind the 3.
And look at this.
Well, he's landed very unlucky there.
He's played a good safety shot.
Yeah.
And now he's going to get out of it. He's put himself in the jam there.
Still onto the 2 though, even though he's safety shot at this one.
Oh, so he's on the 2 ball. Langer says he's on the 2 ball.
Yeah, well, Lana can see it.
Still on for the 2. Yeah,
Okay.
wide open at the moment. So wasn't as good as a safety shot as you thought. Maybe he planned that all along.
No, I don't think he planned that, Langer.
Kind of reminds me of the Z shot by Efren Reyes, where do you remember when he played for the safety and he ended up he put
Put himself in the snooker, and then he
Yes.
played this famous Efren
Z
Z shot,
but he was
where he
playing
potted the ball.
against who's
Earl
the-
Strickland.
Earl Strickland.
Double hill.
And so Earl Strickland
In
was
the
like,
final.
yes, put his arms up in the air as if to say, brilliant. He's snookered himself, and then the ball's gone in.
And then
so
he went
has
to
to
Z
go
shot,
back in.
made the 2 ball, and then Strickland was clapping. What a
Yes, he
sportsman.
was. He got up out of his chair. He shook his hand. Actually, and after Efren won the frame, he got out of his chair and he grabbed Efren's wrist and he pulled his arm in the air and shook it. Great sportsmanship from a guy who can often be
a
very
bad
unsportsman.
sportsman.
Yes.
But you know what? Strickland gives credit where credit's due, and that was a great shot. The Z shot from Strickland.
That's right.
Z shot versus Strickland. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, the Z shot versus Strickland. It was a great shot.
Try this
One
one
for the
out, fellas. Off the cushion, into the 2, into the black, into the corner.
Tony's snookered here, and that's actually
no, he's left
was
him on.
not too bad, but he's left the pot on. He's left the pot on here for Marco. How's Marco feeling? Score is now 7 frames to 6 in favour
Marco
of Tony.
chomping at the bit here. You can see what he needs to do. 2 in the middle. If he's got a bit of an angle inside, he can probably play it with a bit of top off the cushion, back out.
The whole room is watching. People everywhere watching.
John Matty, how are you? My name's Jamie Williams, pool player in the CueWorld Diamond League. Not this season, but many times. Barry Mavros is by my side. Great advocate of pool in Sydney, Australia, and all over the world. Knows his stuff. This guy beside me owns 29 cues. He's
Not a good shot.
He's
from
into
Marco.
his stuff.
He's shaking his head. He had a glance at Langer, and the reason for that is because he's running out of time. He was doing a countdown, and
Right.
Marco shot that really quickly, and he just played a really bad line, and he's out of shape. And he can, he's going to play a safety shot here, obviously. But I mean, it wasn't the easiest of shots to be. He didn't have a natural angle, you know, like you have to force it.
Yeah. Nice
Oh
shot.
wow, that's a gutsy shot there from Marco.
Would
But
have wished he hadn't got that touch on the 9 there, to be honest. But
yeah, of course he wished he wouldn't have got that shot and touch on the 9. It's a precarious spot for that white ball. Like, he's queuing virtually off the bottom rail, and he's going to basically pump this 4 ball in approximately half ball. This is not an easy shot, Jamie.
no, especially with the whites that close to the cushion. And of course the distance in between the balls. And then he's really got to land in a certain spot to get a pot on this
This is the final
5
of
ball.
the Australian US Open 9-ball championship qualifier. The winner of this event will get a paid-for ticket to Las Vegas to play at the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino this year and represent Australia in the US Open 9-ball championships, longest running 9-ball event in the world.
Yeah. No, do you know what I've noticed about the name? I say Las Vegas because it's LAS and it's Los Angeles. And in Australians seem to say Los Angeles like it should be said.
Las
And they say
Vegas.
Las Vegas and it's Las Vegas.
Los Angeles. Las Vegas. Sorry? Oh, really? We just had a Stuart say that the
Look at
4-9
this.
combo is set
into the middle pocket. So he's going to come off this bottom cushion, play into the. It looks like he's actually not coming off the cushion.
3. Oh no, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't notice it.
He
Maybe he didn't notice. That's a good shot, but still, I think he's going to be getting the jumpy out here and going airborne. But so maybe he didn't see that. He could have come off the bottom cushion into the back of the 4 and then put the 9 in the middle.
Maybe he did see it because it was set.
Yes.
He was thinking if I hit it on the wrong side, it's going to deviate offline.
Right.
Because they were touching.
Yep.
So he thought, you know what, instead of risking it, let me just lock him up, keep the pressure on him.
Lon again picking up the kick combo. Absolutely.
John Matty's asking who the commentators are.
Yes, I introduced you. Said you were a very knowledgeable player. He is going airborne. Here we go. Oh,
It was a
unlucky.
very good hit. And
Nice
he's
strike.
He's going to get lucky. I think he's got him behind the 7. That's a really good jump shot there from Marco.
I think he might be able to just see the side of this 4, but
He hit
I
that
can't
ball
tell.
really square on. With good energy, not too much, giving himself every chance of getting fortunate. And to be honest, it's not a bad spot to lay because he hasn't sold a shot. So it's not a bad place for the ball to leave.
Andrew's asking where when is the Burwood Pool Hall opening? Barry, from what we were just talking to Walter, the owner of this club, just recently, as in 15, 20 minutes ago,
5.
he was given the time frame of about 3 months.
About 3 months away.
So that's going to be opening soon, Andrew. 3 months. It's going to be packed with 9-foot diamonds, which is going to be another level up from this place. And this place, as we all know, has got good equipment. But
Oh, yeah.
But that's going to be next level. Love a
We've got a
diamond.
shot there. I don't know if we can see it. A quick shot of Tony sitting in his chair, rubbing his ear. He's looking very calm, very casual. Marco Teutscher.
I mean, although they're American tables, Barry, just like these, the 9-foot pockets are a little bit tighter, aren't they? Not as forgiving as Brunswick's.
They're the diamond table.
Yeah.
Well, these Brunswicks are tough. These particular Brunswicks are playing on are very, very tough.
Nice shot. I mean, I play on a Brunswick bar box 7 foot at home, and whenever I play on a diamond bar box, sort of a lot of the shots I'll pot on my home table, I end up rattling. They rattle in the jaws.
Well, what an opportunity this is really for Marco to bring it back to 7 frames apiece.
10 seconds.
Golden opportunity. This not going to come much better than this.
Little subtle screw back there, just to leave him this green 6 ball in the middle pocket. It's got the angle to, I think it's going to screw back. He's not going to play forward off this. He's just going to screw back off the bottom cushion, back into play. Yeah, so no problem, Andrew. 3 months is what Walter was saying. And the tables, yeah, are going to be sort of coming up for another level, up to another level, which will be really good.
Well, he's spending a lot of money on his equipment. He realises, I mean, Walter knows that good tables is the heart and soul of any pool room. I mean, that's people are paying to play on those tables. So he wanted to get the very, very best equipment he could.
Well, when this place opened, I mean, it was a breath of fresh air to every pool player and sort of.
And back then we had
Sydney
3 or 4
area.
pool rooms, but now we only have 1, really.
And the equipment, not only did this place open with more pool tables than all the other places, but also the standard of table. I think they were. Do they use Simonis or Andy here now? I think they're using Andy.
They use Andy now, yeah.
But they used
when you
to
got
use
31 tables to cloth, you know, and Andy cloth is actually really nice cloth.
Yeah, I've got an Andy 600. You've got Andy 900 on yours, don't you?
It's lightning fast.
Mine plays a little bit slower. I must get it. I think I might get it recloth soon.
So we have somebody here saying the Ron student says diamonds about 5 to 7 degrees tighter than Brunswick side pockets. Measure from 2 diamonds to side pocket. So yeah, I know I have a diamond table at home. It is very difficult table to play on, especially the middle pockets. But I love it. I love it because when you're training on that kind of equipment, it actually helps improve your game. So Marco now quickly inspecting the pack. You are allowed to inspect. You're not allowed to ask for a re-rack.
I was over in Eastwood area of Sydney recently, Barry, with Jonathan. We were out for the evening. We went to a lovely Korean barbecue. And afterwards we went upstairs and they had a three cushion billiards place, Korom.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah, it was a lovely. Yeah, it was a brilliant. And that had a really, really whippy fast cloth. Very fast. And big balls as well. Bigger than these 2 1/4 inch American size balls. I thought they were the same size, but they're not. They're bigger, so the Korom ones are larger. And it was such a fast table. Fun game to play. These are 3 cushion billiards.
Score is now 7 frames apiece, guys. And
I don't think he's going to double this. I reckon
It's
he's
a
going to try
very
and bring
sick
this
shot to
white.
come here, boys.
I think he's going to try and bring this white back towards his cushion. Put the 2 down by the 3 somewhere, and also put the white back here, which he's done. Yeah, nice shot, nice shot. Quite pleased with some of my predictions tonight about the shot I think they're going to play. I can spot the shot, I just can't pull it off myself.
yeah, we know. No, I know for a fact.
So 7-7, level pegging at the moment. Race to 13 games. So what? We're about halfway through the match. We've got 206 people watching, or 208, sorry. 208 people watching. That's 2 more than the number of bones in the body, Barry.
I did not know
There's
that.
206 bones in the human body.
I did not know
And every
that.
one of them is going to be tired right now between these 2 players.
Yes.
Fountain of knowledge I am. You know, there's 3 bones in the human ear.
Really?
Yes.
3 small little bones in the
They
kidney.
are. The anvil, the stirrup, and the...
10 seconds.
Hammer.
Marco.
Yes, correct. The
How
hammer.
did I know that?
Extension
Brilliant. extension called.
Yeah, he's using his extension now because he wants to make sure he gets a really nice angle on 3 to land himself on the 4. I mean, the key to it, usually in 9 ball, is usually like a key shot. And this moment here, it's getting on that 4 ball correctly is the key to this particular frame. At 7 frames apiece, we've just passed the halfway match, officially past the halfway match point of this match. It's 7 frames apiece.
I was going to say, why is he looking down there? He should be going for the 3, but he is going for the 3. He's just seen.
He's got to make sure he gets a good angle on this 4 to get back up.
Is he cutting that back in the middle, or is he going to cut that in? Is he going to put that in the top pocket?
Not sure, but this is not.
No, he's cutting it back in the middle.
Oh, he's played it. Oh, he's been unfortunate.
He might have to plant this onto the 8 ball, I think.
Really unfortunate here.
He was a bit unlucky there. He's got that kiss off
Mate,
the black.
Let me just say something. With these particular pockets being extremely tight, I don't really fancy this 4-8 combo. It's got to be hit absolutely plumb.
Thanks, Andrew, for your compliments there. There's a really nice cut back there. A little dink there off that black was incredibly... No, it was me. It was me, Wade, that knew all the number of the bones in the body. I was listening one day at school.
My accent is... I'm the Australian guy. Baz is the Australian guy, and Jamie is the English... one of the English accent. Very distinct accents. Wow, Tony has got a long cut shot, and if it's hit pure, I mean, this is a tough shot. It really is, especially on these tables. That's a very tough shot.
235 people watching. G'day is the term that we use here in Australia.
Oh, he's missed the ball completely. That's a big mistake.
233. Karen, it's moving up and down all the time. About 20 seconds ago, it was sort of 15 less.
A good player will miss that ball when he's trying to hit the ball very, very, very thin.
Right.
A bad player will hit that ball thick and then leave him on anyway. So he just really went for his shot.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was in a tough spot.
He tried to go thin and come back up and be safe, but unfortunately he missed a 4 altogether. So he's a ball in hand. Merry Christmas, Marco.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, but this is a loose shot here. Oh, my God.
Well, I never did. Scratching the back of his head. He's not happy about that.
No.
Yes. Not happy at all about that.
He's singling like the table rolled off. But he shouldn't be anywhere near there. He's fortunate in scratch there. Mama Sage, how are you, Mama Sage? Over there in Western Australia. Your boy didn't make this final, but I'm sure he's going to have plenty more this year.
Absolutely.
He's always there in the business end of tournaments.
Where is he? I'm looking around the room.
He's actually playing over there. It's a couple of days over with Michael.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Oh, he's sitting down having a munch. He's eating his food. He's getting his vitamins in, Karen.
Good shot there. We had Langer, our referee, and timekeeper just keeping an eye on making sure that there was no foul. You know what happens is when you get a ball in hand, that situation, it was an easy shot for a man of Marco's caliber. It's just kind of like relaxed a little bit when he played that shot, and he got a really weird line with the white ball. But now, of course, he's back in line, ensuring... Oh, he's done it again.
Hello.
There's a huge bounce off that rail, and he's just...
Well, he's had a few mistakes back-to-back by the young man.
You know what? I know exactly. Oh, he's just getting down 1 second, just tapping this. What happened to him there happened to me yesterday on the exact same time. That top rail is very bouncy.
Really?
I played a shot on that top rail yesterday when it got a lot of bounce. I'm like, wow, what's going on here?
Yes.
And he actually played a shot earlier when he got a similar bounce.
Karen, what's Justin doing? He's shoveling food into his mouth on the other side of the room. He's sat on his own watching the game. Doesn't look too nutritious, Karen, what he's having. I think he's been upstairs.
I think it's Burger King.
He's been to Burger King, and he's eating chips and burger. And he's hungry because he's eating very fast.
Do we have a ruling if this ball's frozen or not? I don't think it is. I can actually see from the camera it's not frozen. Tony's actually in a very difficult spot here. Like, what are you doing? He's got to hurry up, make up his mind. He's in a tough spot, Jamie.
He's screwing in his extension here.
He's going to come off this ball really, really thin, play 2 rails and try and get behind the 9. A big ask. Can he play this? We've got it lowered. We've got Langer having a look to make sure he doesn't foul on that 9 ball. So if his body touches the ball, it's a foul. He's going to hit this thin. Has that ball moved? Has that ball moved?
Ooh.
Everyone's pointing. It's ball in hand. Ruling is ball in hand.
Ball in hand. Foul. He thought I think look, he's smiling. He thought he hit that.
He's saying the ball just rocked a little bit. That's why we got referees. Look, the referee's decision stands. Whether it rocked a little bit, that was just so thin. It didn't look like it hit the ball. And now Marco has put himself back in the lead, seesawing. This game is starting to see when he's really seesawing. Very tense. I'm glad we had two referees there watching that shot.
Yeah.
And both said the same thing. That was a foul. And like we said, the referee's decision stands. He tried to hit that as thin as he could, and he just missed it.
Yep. Quite often the case when you really sort of hitting a ball so thin that it kind of moves on the spot and then moves back into its original spot.
That can happen. But I don't think that was the case there.
No. Okay.
When you're the shooter, you're focusing on what you're doing. Langer, what happened there?
Made two massive errors from Tony. The 4 ball he missed, as everyone saw. The black, he was trying to be bridging over the 9 and didn't want to get a foul there. And then on top of that, stretching over the table, he missed the black completely.
Okay.
Wow.
So, two big errors.
That's a let off there.
Seriously, after the 4 ball, it should have been lights out, but he got lucky with another opportunity, Marco. So he's here to capitalise, and he's going to try to punish him even further.
Marco's just won 3 games on the trot now.
8-7.
That was an opportunity for Tony to really push through, to at least get... I mean, he was going to lose that frame anyway. It's very tense out there. Very tense out there.
Yeah, there is tension, especially when he tried to hit that black and missed it. Everyone was looking at each other.
We were all thinking, what's going on?
Yeah.
We're all looking at Langer and Stewart because they were refereeing the shot, thinking, what just happened?
So takes the frame out, young Marco. He's going to break, just having a quick look at the pack. But as you said, Barry, there's no re-rack. So, I mean, might you even not bother looking at the pack?
No, you would look, because if you know how to read the pack and you know how to read cracks in the pack, you can use that to your advantage.
Okay.
A very famous player, Shane Van Boning, was asked once, hey, could you teach me how to read the racks, the little cracks in the pack? And Shane said, sure, $5,000, I can teach you whatever you want. That's a true story that I've heard from a person who heard it from another person. So I'm guessing it's true. Shane Van Boning, if you're watching this,
sorry.
If it is true, please just make a comment down below. It'd be awesome to have a bit of confirmation on that. I'm sure Shane's somewhere in the world right now playing a finals tournament somewhere else.
That's a good idea there from Wade. Just an idea, placing the camera above. Maybe positioned in the
We actually
pool
had that. Wade, we actually had that earlier today. We had some camera issues with our bird's eye fish lens camera. So we decided not to do that in the final. We had that set up for this event. We're gonna have that hopefully for the World Cup of Pools coming up.
Bird's eye fish lens, eh? That sounds like, was that like bird's eye fish fingers?
A bird's eye means it's above the table,
yes,
having a bird's eye view. We also use the fish lens to widen up, because we don't have, like in the Mosconi Cup, they've got a camera very far away, so they can have a flat angle camera.
Nice shot.
Nice cuts, nice combination there from Tony. But for today's purposes, because we've got the lights above the table, we can't go too high, so we have to use a fish eye lens, which widens up the angle. The Greek players have been kind of quiet. I know that they're all watching. No one's leaving. We've got 225 players watching consistently through this match. Antonias just played another very good save, trying to keep the pressure on. He's only 1 frame behind, 8 frames to 7. Honestly, quite honestly, it's anyone's match at the moment.
That's right, Barry. He's had a really good day, playing ever so well, he is.
Now while I got everybody here, I'm just going to quickly go over the rules. If you're just joining us, we're just past the halfway mark, and in my experience, we're basically only halfway through, because the last few racks tend to slow down a bit more. We are here in Australia, in City Heroes in Sydney, playing. Oh, he didn't want to do that. He kicked at the ball. He didn't want to open up the 4 and the 5. He's opened up the 4 and the 5, and now Tony has an opportunity to run the balls. Marco did not want to do that. He wanted to hit the ball, but definitely not open the 4 and 5. That's the worst case scenario for Marco. And look at the intensity in this man's eyes and face. Antonias is looking absolutely focused. He needs to pull off a big shot here. He's getting back up to recompose himself. This would mean a lot to him to win this event. We had this chat earlier before this tournament. It would mean a lot to him to win this event.
5.
For many, many reasons. And he's opted to play safe. He didn't like it.
It's not a bad save, though.
You know what? Just keep the pressure on him. He didn't like the shot. Why not? So if you're just joining us, welcome to the Australian US Open 9-Ball Championship Final 2019 official qualifying event. This is the final. My name is Barry Varus. Along with me is Jamie Williams. And we're just going to quickly go over the rules. The rules are we're playing 9-ball, WPA rules, 9-ball. We lag for the first break, winner breaks all the way through in a race to 9. 9-ball is on the spot and we're using the break box. Special format, of course, for this particular event is there's no magic rack allowed. The officials, which is Stuart Rogers, is racking all the balls. And there's a 40-second shot clock with only one extension per rack. Whew, that's a bit of a mouthful.
There was, and we did have a bit of confusion earlier where one of the players, i.e. Marco, thought that you weren't allowed to have that extension if it was straight after the break, but he wasn't very happy to learn after a little bit of sort of back and forward that you can have it at any time during the frame.
Yeah, now Tony's reaping the rewards of a wonderful played safety earlier. He didn't like the 2. He did have a shot or 2, but he didn't like it, so he opted to play a good safety shot instead.
Yes.
Which has brought him now this opportunity. And quite frankly, if he just stops the white ball there, he's going to have a nice angle on the 4.
It was a good shot, and he didn't want to, might as well keep the pressure on if you don't like it, the shot, and if you think, you know what, I'm going to go for this, but I'm just not feeling it, I'm not feeling it.
To be honest, that's one of the things that I actually admire about his game, is that he has a discipline to...
he's missed a straightforward shot on the 3 there.
Has discipline to play the right shot at that moment. But now it's this is 9-ball. It can all change on a whim.
Yes. Unlucky there, unlucky. But I'll just quickly take this opportunity as well, Barry, to say thank you to CueWorld, to say thank you to City Heroes here, Walter, the owner.
He's sitting right over there.
Stuart Rogers, the owner at CueWorld.
Mr. Walter is sitting right over there.
There he is.
Front row seating, watching this match.
Looking very tired.
Gripped into the action.
Is he gripped or is he tired and he's just holding his head up with his hands?
He's meditating.
Predator cues, fantastic cues. I use one myself. Barry uses one.
Yes.
Probably everyone that owns a cue in this room has a Predator. Kamui tips also. If you're going to play the best, if you want to be the best, you better use the best. Is that right, Barry?
Might as well. Give yourself the best chance of winning. That was an excellent shot there from Marco. Not the easiest.
No.
See, Marco hits the ball a lot softer than Tony. And that's the reason why the pockets appear bigger. When you're using less pace, you can be a bit more accurate. Tony really is hitting the ball. He's thumping him in, isn't he? But when you're thumping balls in, especially on the table as tight as this, you're going to get spat balls like he did with the 3.
Marco using a Revo shaft as well. That new Predator shaft in the last sort of short amount of time that everyone seems to be using. You look at all these comps, everyone's got black shafts. They're using a
Revo. Graphite composite.
So they're metal, aren't they?
Composite. No, they're not metal. It's a composite graphite material.
Okay.
What that means is it's like a secret recipe that Predator uses.
Right.
And not only is it's not actually full. On the edge of the cue, there's air pockets with bridges in between to give it that flexibility that a pool cue needs.
And yet the cue still feels completely smooth.
Yeah, it's always going to be smooth. And the other added advantage of having a Revo shaft, it never gets dings like your wooden shaft does.
Yes. I mean, the technology that they use in cues, especially Predator and all the big companies now, is just unsurpassed.
Predator they were the first company that created a machine called Big Willie. And it was an iron arm that tests the deflection of a shaft. So they would load up the cue that they made on this arm and they would test. And gradually they worked out that to have a cue, the particular size, and an 8-pi splice. See, do you know why they call it 314 shaft?
Because pi is 314, right?
3.1428 something, blah, blah, blah. It goes all the way down. But they basically have, it's a shaft that's cut into 8 pieces.
Yes, it's like looking at a dartboard,
and it folds up into a circle, and you get a really nice consistent flexibility in the shaft.
Right.
So basically 8 pieces of wood glued together in a circle.
Yes.
Beautiful.
With a little kind of keyhole, like a keystone piece of wood in the middle. Sort of.
And the 3142 and 3143, there's also air pockets in the front part of the shaft,
right,
which help it in deflection.
There you
So
go.
the cue moves out of the way when you're playing side, so you get less deflection on the white ball. And they used Iron Willie to do the measurements of how they deflect. So if you go to the Proto website and you have a look at the different shafts, they've got different gratings and different deflections. I think we're going to have a little timeout here from Tony.
Yep.
Which he's entitled to do.
9-7.
And we're going to go to a short commercial break, so please don't go anywhere, guys. We're back soon in just
We'll
a
be
moment.
right back after the break, guys.
It's a 7.
Welcome back, guys. You're watching us live and exclusive from City Heroes in the heart of Sydney. You're watching the qualifiers for the US Open pool. It's a mad, mad game we're watching. The score is 8 frames to 7. I think it's 9 frames to 7.
9
now,
frames
is
to
it?
7, Jay.
Yep. It's not been updated on the screen that I've looked at just there, but it's 9 frames to 7. And we've got some brilliant games coming up in the future here at Sydney. They're going to be streamed live from our friends at B Live. We're going out at the moment to nearly 200 people, and
We were at 250 a moment ago.
a few of you are dropping off when we get a commercial break, but you know what? They're not that long. Stick around with us, or if you at least you pop off for 30, 40 seconds, make sure that you do come back.
Yeah. You know, we're getting now towards the business end of this match. Marco has just won 4 frames in a row. From being 7-5 down, he's now 9-7 in front. And Tony has to make something happen. Because if he loses another frame, that's 5 in a row, the match is going to start getting away from him.
Yes.
It is a winner break format, but we have seen that because we're hand racking the balls and the conditions are so difficult, no one's really making any breaking runs.
Correct. We're not seeing it a lot at all, Barry.
And that's for both players. So,
Oh, he's not helping
Huge.
himself out with a shot like that. Really, he's not. He's
look, if
really-
if that 5 ball passes the black,
yeah,
which I believe it does, then that is
dangerous.
disaster. Could spell disaster for the young Greek who hails from Marathona, Greece. Hello to all my Greek brothers out there. How are you? It's probably midday, about midday over there.
Hello
Middle
to-
of winter. I heard it might be snowing. Oh my!
Hello to everyone else in the world. We've got people from all
over the
walks
world.
of life, all countries, all nationalities. It's great, great. Who says
wonder-
Paul doesn't bring people together, Barry?
Paul does bring people together. It's a very
So not just staying tuned in this game, but stay
Yes.
tuned to this channel because through B Live, through MATCHROOM.com and through CueWorld, we're going to be broadcasting the World Cup of Pool qualifiers in just a few months. I say just a few months. April the 6th and the 7th, that's going to be, Barry. A great Scotch doubles event to see who represents Australia on a world stage.
This shot is no good. This shot is no good from Marco.
not
He's
very
letting it get
happy
away
about
from
that.
him. He is not playing that smooth like he was earlier in the
I
match.
see a nice two-way shot here, Barry.
Yeah, I see it
I
as well.
cutting the 1 down to the 8 and leaving it hit it against the 8 and possibly playing the combo off the 3. Potting the... Yeah, well, I think two-way shot. Two-way shot. Knock that 3 down towards the 10.
Two-way shot for me. I prefer... If
come
I
off
was,
the side
if
of
I was
it,
Marco's
and if he
coach,
misses the combo, he's going to leave it snookered.
Yeah. I would...
10 seconds. He's called the extension. He wants a bit more time to look at this because it's a big shot.
I would be playing a safety here. If he doesn't make this ball, momentum will be shifting to Tony. So he's got to make this. This is a big risk. High risk, high reward shot here.
Well, he's got these... I would have played it a lot more gentle than that, Barry.
I said high risk, high reward. That's very hard to judge the Karen. He's given Tony a very long shot on the most difficult table in the road. We're playing on table 13, City Heroes.
Yep.
It's table 13 for a reason. It is the most difficult table, I believe, in Australia to play on.
Unlucky for some, Barry. Unlucky for more than some, this table.
This is, he's 2 frames down. He's just lost 4 frames in a row. This is the time we see Tony and how well his Q action holds up under the pressure. Big shot here for Tony. Can he put it away?
Unlucky.
Just fell a little bit out, and
good opportunity actually to
wasn't far off.
Play into the 5 here.
Wasn't far off. Mr. Stewart is saying that Tony looks tired. I guarantee you, both players look tired. Both players are tired. They've had to beat a lot of good players to get to where they are at the moment.
Yeah.
But this is the moment where you got to put all that behind you, and just start to perform. Yeah, Todd. I'm just saying, Todd looks even more tired than Tony. Jordan Boyd is asking the question, who are you guys playing with in the World Cup of Pool qualifier? We haven't got our entry fees in yet, so until the entry fees are in, we cannot say who we're playing with, I guess. We don't have any teams really done. Do we have any teams that have registered yet, Stuart? Got about 10 teams registered already. Well, we haven't even started promoting it yet. Okay. So Stuart has confirmed we have 10 teams already confirmed.
And we're promoting it tonight, Barry. Tonight, the World Cup of Pool.
If we are the men to
qualify
to promote it. Absolutely.
What could be more of a promotion for the World Cup of Pool than, let's sing it, Barry. The World Cup of Pool. Dun-dun-dun.
Wow, sensational.
Yes, so that's going to be played 6th and 7th of April.
And this is the shot right here. I don't think he's going to want to play the 7-8 combo. I think he's going to want to play the white ball. There, look, he's looking at the line now to either dislodge the 7. Yeah, he's just showing us now what he's going to do. He's going to play the 6 with running right-hand spin.
Yep.
1-2 rails around to dislodge the 7 ball. He doesn't want to play the 7-8 combination.
Off the cushion behind the 7 and then knock the 7 out.
I think that's what he's thinking.
Okay.
And with that Revo cue that he's using, he can get a lot of work on this ball very easily.
If he doesn't get what he wants, he might land on the other side of it. He's going to kiss that. He's going to go in off.
Oh my goodness, that was. He almost threw the ball then.
Yeah, he thought about it, but he was just. I don't think it was never going to leave his hand. He was just joking.
Tony's got to buckle down here. He's really got to buckle down here. Even though he's got a ball in hand, given the situation being just losing 4 frames in a row, and playing one of the top 40 ranked players in the world, he's got to make sure he pots his ball, doesn't he?
Stuart Watch is giving a massage to the cameraman, Sean. He's doing a little quick karate chop with the hands on his back. I think Sean actually really appreciates it. So
you know what? Even though Tony's down 2 frames, his body language is very, very positive.
Right.
Very, very. You know, he actually reminds me of Nikos Economopoulos. Similar body frame. Who is Nikos Economopoulos? Really? He's one of Greece's finest players to ever come out of Greece.
Oh, wow.
He represented Europe twice in the Mosconi Cup.
Okay.
So, he very workmanlike performance.
Big player.
I also understand that Tony mentioned him in his player biography. Where is his player biography? Right about somewhere here.
happy under there.
And Tony said that he was the toughest opponent he's ever played against. Here he is. I don't know what that's doing underneath. Tony said that, yeah, the toughest opponent was Nikos Economopoulos that he's ever played against. So now, with that frame...
Economopoulos.
Economopoulos. Okay, I can see some of the Greeks now starting to leave comments of support for their fellow countrymen. We also have a lot of Dutch people watching. We have people from all over the world watching. I just want to say, we've thanked the sponsors tonight. We've spoken about the rules. You know who we haven't thanked yet?
The players?
No, it's those guys out there at home on their phones, their laptops, their iPads, or wherever they're watching this on. The people, if you guys out there at home, thank you so much for sitting back and watching and supporting us.
Absolutely, absolutely. 201 of you, all 201 of you.
They're the ones that are watching live right now, but this particular match could be watched 10,000 views. Could be even more.
Absolutely.
Over the next week or two. So even for you guys who are not watching us live, you could be at work, you could be sleeping in other parts of the world, watching this at a later date. On behalf of CueWorld and the team, Jamie and myself, Barry, thank you so much for supporting and watching. I hope you're enjoying what you watch. Leave your comments down below. Either way, even if it's a negative comment, we can take constructive criticism. I have been reading the comments as I've been commentating this match today, and there was quite a few comments about the camera angles and the switching and certain other things. We are working on it.
That's right, Barry. All positive. All feedback is positive or wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So we do thank you from the heart of our bottoms.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, the bottom of our hearts.
That last roll on the white ball snookered Marco. It was looking like he was going to leave up a shot on the 1, and then that last little roll right behind the 5 is just... Look, it's not too bad because he has the option to push. There's going to be an opportunity now to see...
Carlos is telling us we are welcome from Guam.
Guam?
Where's Guam?
Guam is just off America. It's like an island, the island of Guam between, like near Hawaii, I believe.
Really?
I believe. There's a big military base out there at Guam.
Okay. So we really do have people, all you fantastic people, back to 201. It went back to the 170s. We've gone up about 25.
Am I wrong where Guam is? Just let me know, please. I believe that's where it is, just off America, near kind of close to Hawaii.
And you guys are really spaced out all over the world. As I said before, we have people in Germany, we have people in France, we have people in
so
the Congo.
This is an interesting push here from Marco. He's actually pushed to leave the ball on, leaving the ball a mile away, seeing that Tony's missed a few long-range shots. He's basically saying he's throwing the gauntlet. He's put the gauntlet down. He's like, look, the whole table's open for you, Tony. Here you go. You want it? If you don't want it, I'll take it. So this is he's basically forced because Marco's superb long range.
Yes,
potting. So basically, Tony's forced to take this shot on. And
I'd be more.
Is he behind the ball? Is he holding a jump cue? What's happening?
No, he's got his normal playing cue.
Okay.
He's called an extension. If the white ball was a little bit more out here, I'd play this with a bit of screw off the cushion and come back down. Having said that, it's not. So he's striking on the top of the ball. He's going to have to go round the table, which I reckon the position is not going to be as good. He's missed the ball though. The position on the 2 ball wouldn't have been as good if he could have brought that back off one cushion. But still, he's left Marco a shot. He can see the 1. I think he'll just be playing this.
Marco definitely got the better of that push out there.
2 cushions.
So we have got confirmation that Guam is about 8.5 hours from Hawaii. I was nowhere near it. But it is close to America, am I right? There's a military base there in Guam? What? I'm completely
8.5
off.
hours by what? Plane?
I don't know.
It's nowhere near it.
It's in the middle of Papua New Guinea and Japan, they said.
Ah.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Muzz. Muzz with the geographical knowledge there.
That's no good.
This shot's unlucky. No good. He's unlucky. He's hooked himself a little bit.
He's just gone straight down and shot this.
He's kind of just hit out at that, hasn't he, Barry?
It's like a one-stroke.
Little bit
frustration.
Yeah. Not happy.
There was no pre-shot routine. There was no. They took that like he didn't even sit down and think about what I want to do. He just thought, he was kind of like disgusting himself for leaving himself there.
Yeah.
And just got down and shot it. 1-2 stroked it. Now, if I'm Antonias over there now, I'm feeding off these little things.
Of course. I was about to say that. Once somebody starts acting like that, you really want to, well, you want to make them feel like that more and more, don't you? You're going to put them back in cheeky snookers. You're going to start to try and frustrate them, get into their head, you know, get them making more mistakes, and so you can capitalise on their mistakes. And
speaking about mistakes, Shoney did take an ambitious shot on. He took on a 2-6 combination. There was quite a bit of distance with the balls. He had to be accurate, and he's left it up. The 2-ball does pass the 6.
This two ball is on of the finest of margins, but from this angle, it's very, very missable. Very missable.
Thank you. We're so glad to have Langer over there.
Yeah, we've got Langer, ladies and gentlemen. Is our gentle giant with a gentle.
He's only 6'7".
Yes, the
10
gentle
seconds,
tones.
Marco.
Marco's got the Langer's got the stop shot. He's potted the ball. Marco has. Langer's got the stop clock in his hand. He's timing every shot. Players are telling him when they want an extension, and he's obviously granting that extension. And he's got a microphone with him, and he's talking to us from what he can see at the table. You see, sometimes we can't tell if a ball is on, if it's not on, if it's a clear route to the pocket. But thank our lucky stars, we've got Langer at the side of the table.
Jamie,
I think at the same time as well, could be an ultra fine cut, but I like the safety. Just push the free onto the right hand side and hide behind the 4 and the 9 here. See what Marco does.
he's actually solidly hooked, and he's going to have to kick at this. He's going to try and do a 2-rail
cushions.
kick and stick here.
Kick and stick. Well, he's not.
He's
stuck.
hit the 3 on top,
He's scratched.
and he has scratched. This
Wow.
is...
Tony jumping out of his
the
seat
body
there.
language has really shifted. Tony looks very, very calm. Marco Teutscher looks a little edgy. Now you know what? He sat down now. He's recomposing himself, drinking a bottle of water. And yeah, Marco's a seasoned professional. He knows what he's doing. But tell you what, guarantee you, there's a lot of pressure out there at the moment. This is big time pull, big time pressure here in little old Australia.
Little old.
Little old.
Or big new. Polar opposites. It's a very big country, and it's a very new country, Australia, isn't it? Not been around like Greece for thousands of years.
That's what I was
Well,
doing.
it's been around for thousands of years.
It's been around as long as the agriculture's been around.
Absolutely.
We had the Aboriginal culture here for, 30, 40,000 years?
So not just the US Open that's been played, but the World Cup of Pool qualifiers. I've got to keep telling you guys, just to let you know, the World Cup of Pool qualifiers are going to be played out of City Heroes here in conjunction again with CueWorld and MATCHROOM.com.
You can enter that
in the
event with a
UK.
private message to myself or
Yep.
anybody on the CueWorld team.
Right. So there you go. That's how you can enter.
But
You
you're
can-
not officially entered until you pay your entry fees. But you have to enter through us first, and we'll tell you along your grade what entry fee will be, because it's a staggered entry fee for different abilities. It'd be great to get some players from Melbourne, Adelaide, all over. We've got players from Western Australia, Darwin, Perth. Oh, Perth is Western Australia. New Zealand, and one from Greece as well.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of players from all over the place, and Northern Territory, which is Darwin. It's just great to see. Oh, you know what? We need the official there to make sure he doesn't foul with his shirt. He is really close to that 7.
Yeah, no, he seems all right there.
Langer's
You've got
right above
Langer's
it, watching.
Focused on that ball like a hawk.
Focused. There was no
Shot
foul.
round the table. Bit
no
of running
foul.
side.
Wow,
Seven
this
ball.
is the type to match at 9 apiece.
Yes.
This is the type to match at 9 apiece. I don't know. This is going to go down the wire,
He's
mate.
shaking his head. He's not too happy with his where he's left.
He's
himself
not too
on
happy
that.
because he's too straight on the ball. And with tight pockets like this, you don't want to be forcing things. This black ball's on the other edge of the table. This, I actually missed a shot like this yesterday.
I don't think he
And
really
I tried to
wants
force it.
to,
He's going to play this really smooth.
I think he needs to come up straight up
Finesse.
the table here. Not too much. He's played it with.
Played
you
it
see,
well.
I think playing it with side there was.
Good shot.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to land a bit short there.
Fortunately for Antonios, he's
He's a bit straight on. He's
got
got
some
an
angle,
still
though.
on
He's
this,
got
so
some
he
angle.
should be able to just bend this backwards. But,
He's okay.
It's
He
not as
just
straight
needs-
as what it looks on the camera.
He just needs. Yeah, it's not as straight as what it looks. He just needs to hold
No,
himself
I
together.
can see from here this has got a fair bit of angle. Nice shot.
Come on, Tony.
Get off the cushion.
He's 9 on the 9 ball to tie up the match at 9 apiece. What kind of game do we have going here, man?
9-9-9. Well, I just happened to earlier mention when it was 4-4, we're on the 4 ball. It's 9-9, we're on the 9 ball. It was 8-9, but it's going to be 9-9, and it is
Wow.
now.
Some of the boys out the back there clapping.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris Calabrese slapping his leg there in the appreciation.
He likes it. He loves watching the action matches, doesn't he?
He does. He always comes down and shows his support, Chris. Great player, great advocate for the game, and very professional. Interviews very well post-game.
Absolute
very
gentleman.
cool, calm and collective. Got a huge amount of respect from other players in the game. A very tough player to beat as well. Very tough player.
He was at one point the best player in the country.
Well, there you go.
My opinion, and many others as well.
Well, talking about the World Cup of Pool, I mean, he just represented Australia sort of 2 years ago, was it?
I think it's 3 years ago
Yeah.
now. He was partnered up with Robbie Fulvari, and they were, they played a really high quality match. They met the reigning champions, Darren Appleton and Carl Boyes,
Oh.
and they actually got done. I believe it was 7-5. But I mean, they gave it a good crack. They were down 5-1, I believe, and brought it back to 3-1 or 4-1 down and brought it back to 5-4 their way. And Chris Dray broke, and the game went away from them from that point on.
Right. But,
Robbie Fulvari, 3-time world champion, billiards world champion, our most decorated player here in Australia.
Sensational.
Snooker champ,
And
snooker
he's down
coach.
He's down in Melbourne, isn't he?
He is. He's based out in Melbourne. He was actually the Indian snooker coach for quite a while. So he was coaching the Indians over there playing snooker.
Wow.
And, of course, he's won 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball events here in Australia. He did the whole... And he won his 8-ball event here in Sydney on these tables to do the whole set. And he actually told me that was one of the most proud moments of his career. He's a wonderful man. He's great in commentary. He's a great man to interview as well.
Yes.
Big break he needed from Tony.
Which he's got.
Just
looks dry again.
Just nothing going down off the brakes.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of nip and tucks. In a way, the break not working for the other player kind of plays into Tony's strengths of safety play.
We've seen quite a few frames where the break happens and the white is landed where the white and the one are now. And then the first shot has been a safety clipping off the side of the one down the table to try and land it behind a bunch of balls or a ball. And this is what he's going to do now, I think. Same. Look at that, nice. Very
Tony
nice.
is in jail right now. He is in the middle of nowhere. I don't even see a rail that he can come up. I'm just standing right behind the computer screen here. And I think all he's got is a jump over the 9.
Possibly
Barry,
the
this
side
one is
rail
an
here.
easy masso around the 9.
Massey around
The only
the 9.
thing is he's got to judge the pace, he's got to judge the distance. He can see the one if he can just masso around this 9. Extension call.
Calling for the
Yeah, he's
extension.
got his
First
short
shot.
cue out. He's going to go airborne. He's going to jump over the edge of the 9 ball here.
A lot easier than full ball jumps when you're jumping over the side of a ball, isn't it, Barry?
How's that for a quality, talented player right there? He's saying that they're copying my breaks, laugh out loud. 10 breaks today and only 1 ball down.
Oh, unlucky.
Young Danny
unlucky.
Stone. The most talented player in the room when we're just the two of us standing in the room. Great player.
He is a fantastic player. Me and Danny have had some good races in the Hunsbury Hotel over in Petersham. I remember one such one. It was just run out city, Barry. Absolutely run out city. I think I made one run out against him in about 48 seconds or something.
Really?
Really fast. We're both playing. Because he's a fast player, he was
Yeah,
slowing me
he
on, and
kind
I'm a
of makes
fast,
you play faster
and I'm a
as well,
fast player as well. And so we were both kind of, without even talking to each other, we were geeing each other up with just the speed that we were playing.
This is interesting. He's bridging over the 2 ball.
So, yeah, you're right, Danny. I mean, there's been a low potting rate off these breaks that are hand-racked. And not a big break and run rate either. Not like when the magic racks are used, you know. But there is no magic racks today. There's a 40-second shot clock on all the games. There's 1 extension per game. Nice jump shot, and he might have got. He's made the 8, and he's left himself on the 1 ball with a shot he'll have on a 2. So there was races to 9, races to 11 as it got a bit further on today, and then this one's a race to 13 being the final. The balls are all hand racked, as I said, by an official, which is normally Stewart. Has been Langer as well. We've got Langer by the table. Can the players actually hear the guy walking around the table with the mic as they shoot? Yes, we can. He's got a microphone in his hand, but he can't hear us. So when he wants to say something to us, he looks over. We wait until one of us has stopped talking. We give him the thumbs up, and then he'll stick his piece in. And that's how that's working. Very, very basic, but it works.
10 seconds.
So we can hear that through our headsets. We're wearing head microphones, but Langer's holding a hand microphone. So race to 13, 9-9 is the score. I mean, it's tense out there. It's tense. Both players, you know, concentration has to be on a high, but they're very tired. They've both been playing all day and yesterday as well. They'll be sleeping well tonight. 10 seconds just been called. He's, okay. He's got a shot up the cushion on this 4 ball. A little bit of top spin probably to leave himself for the orange ball. Into which pocket, I'm not sure right now, but we'll see.
Jamie, I don't know if that shot was made by design.
I don't think...
Well, it was a great shot to come all the way over to the top here, over the 4 to the corner. I would have liked it the other way, but that was a great design if that's what he planned for, and oh my goodness.
Well, I never would have thought he was going to miss that, Langer. I say Langer, just to all you guys, but he can't hear what I'm saying. He can maybe read my lips from where he's standing, but that was very... I didn't expect that, Barry. That's quite a miss there.
You know, it's been really tough rolling balls down the table. But in all fairness, if it was a few hours ago, I don't think he would have missed it. But he's getting tired out there. So is Marco.
That's what we were just saying, Barry.
Both their games are starting to lose a little bit of that accuracy that these players, these high-intensity players, need.
Yeah.
And you know, it's a battle. It's literally a battle out there now. It's a boxing match. And they're getting tired. They're in round 12, 4 rounds to go. It's 9 frames apiece in the race of 13. First person to win 4 games from this point on is going to take out this tournament.
So that's what we're playing with. Effectively a race to 4 now, aren't we?
Honestly, with these players' ability and the way they're playing, you can't pick a winner at this point.
Tony from a town called Marathon, where the marathons, I mean, hopefully, you know, in his heart,
blood.
his soul, running a marathon should be, you know, part of this guy.
That's true. Thank you so much, Ron, for your kind words.
Good on you, Ron.
They do mean a lot, honestly.
You've said a few nice things like that, Ron. Nice guy. Where are you, Ron? Let us know. I think he's in America somewhere, is he? Oregon. Were you the guy in Oregon or Iowa?
Now Marco's increased his stepping speed around the table, which shows that he likes where he is. He's feeling confident.
Yes. Screwing
and
back
he knows
off the
he's going to
bottom.
put himself
He likes
first
this
to get
shot.
double digits as well.
Look at that. See how he's screwed back off the bottom cushion there, back into play. He's played that shot quite a few times now. And of course, with the Revo Q and the action that he can get with it, well, I mean, he can make that ball dance.
You can make that ball dance.
And if he doesn't make the white ball dance, he does a little dance around the table. Do you remember that earlier?
Oh, he did, didn't he?
He did a little chicken dance.
When he almost went in off in the middle pocket, he did a bit of dancing. But
it's actually quite cool in here, Ron. They've got the aircon on. Barry's got his jacket
it's
on.
about 20 degrees.
I had my jacket on earlier. I've
18
taken
to
it
20.
off now because I started to get a little bit warm. Rod's up in, Ron's up in Darwin.
Northern Territory. We actually had two really good players come down from Darwin. We had Matt Dimchenko, I don't know his surname, and Joe Chow.
Okay. Do you know them players, Ron? We've got Todd Hayward watching, the great Todd Hayward. I love that guy. He's a funny guy.
It's getting a bit late tonight. We're already down at 11:30 at night. We've had a few people dropping out. It's time for bed. We've got work in the morning.
Yes.
But we're not going anywhere 11:30 at night, are we, Jamie?
I'm up at 4:30 in the morning. I've got to open a cafe at 6 o'clock. And I get very busy early on. I'm on a busy construction site. I'll be cooking sort of 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. I'll be doing, 20 past 6. I'll probably be on my 70th bacon egg roll that I'm making. I pump them out.
Oh, I'd love a bacon egg roll.
Oh, no, not in fine dining anymore, but I love the hours. I'm done by 2 o'clock every day, and the money's good, so I'm happy to sacrifice a bit of great cooking for some good money and some good hours.
How do you feel both players... What do you think both players are feeling at the moment? With the
I
score
think
being 10-9,
I think they are making more mistakes. They've lost a bit of pizzazz that they had earlier on in the day, or earlier on sort of a couple of matches ago. There's been a few shifts in momentum between them. And we have seen some frustration, not even just in their faces, but played out in their actions. There's been a few, there's been a few incidences where they've sort of had a few back and forwards about the rules. Hum a tune again, Jamie. Situ. Another good player from plays out of
Canberra.
I think, Canberra at the moment. Two-shot player. Yes.
well, I think the score being 10-9, I think both players will be quite happy with that, even though Tony is one frame behind. You know, I mean, he wasn't exactly the massive favourite to win this. It's actually Marco the massive favourite to win this.
Of course.
So being so close to Marco, he's going to be feeling good. And, you know, Marco, I think, isn't feeling that comfortable. He wanted to have more space. We expected him to just run over, Tony.
Yes.
But you saw from the last match, it wasn't a runner. It was 11-8. It was a close, hard-fought battle.
Yeah.
And it's looking that way again here now. It can go either way, honestly.
Oh, hello.
That's an error.
It's a bad
That's
error.
An error.
He's, well,
And
you think he went for the plant? Did he go for the plant there, you think? Excuse me?
I think he did go for the plant there.
He's left it on. He's left the plant on for our friend Marco, who's just going to...
But the thing is, it's Marco still has to get out. The 3 ball is in a very tough position with the 5. So Marco still has to make this ball and then give himself an angle to extract the 5 or the 3.
It's not easy. He's only going to have one chance at it as well, because he's kind of got an angle to come off a couple of cushions and try it now, but I don't think now's the time, is it? Good chance if he tries to get that 3 out now off a couple of cushions, he could leave himself snookered on the 2. I don't think he's going to do that.
No, he didn't get the angle that he wanted for the extraction. But you know what? He has got a really good opportunity to lock Tony down here.
Well, he could play behind the 8, couldn't he?
He could play behind the 8 if he wants to chance that, putting the white ball behind that pocket.
Just a bit of top on
He
this,
could also just play the 2 ball 1 rail down to the foot spot and just leave the white ball where it is roughly about now. On the bottom of the table. Just like that. He played a 2 railer there.
Oh, he's nudged that
He's
3.
cleverly moved the 3 ball a little bit. Doesn't make too much of an effort. Maybe he was trying to set that up for later. Tony's got a 1 rail escape here.
Situ's not in Canberra right now. He is obviously living in Canberra at the moment, but he is in he's in Singapore.
Lovely.
And he was asking me to hum a tune. You know, he's in Singapore, and I'm a singer, and I'm poor, so I mean, just you know, segues all the time. Also, may I say, Situ's of I think he's of Indian descent, is he?
I don't think he's Indian. No.
Where's your
Probably
family background?
Probably he's from Singapore if he's in Singapore.
Situ. And also his English, we've talked about this before, I don't know if English is his first language, but for somebody who maybe doesn't have English as their first language, he's got such a grasp on the English language, especially written English. The guy is one of the best wordsmiths of English I've ever met. And so's Todd, funny enough, Todd Hayward, who was just there.
Being a great wordsmith is great when you're behind the microphone, but doesn't help you when you're Marco right now about to make this play. He's going to cut the 2 ball into a very fine pocket here and move the 3. And he's done so. Beautiful shot. He's just found the 3 a little bit fat. He wanted to hit that maybe more half ball to set it up even easier for the corner pocket. But you know what? He'll take this. He'll take this all day long. Because if he makes this ball 1, 2 rails, he's got the 4 in the middle pocket afterwards. He's shooting this right now. And he knows there's a degree of, some kind of degree of safety in the back of his mind as well. He's got to make this ball. Make the ball first and then see from there.
A great comeback by Alex there.
10 seconds, Marco.
10 seconds for Marco. He's going to be cutting this 3 ball in the corner pocket, leaving himself some shape on the 4. He's got the shot, and he's going to come back and leave himself.
That's a really good shot.
A little bit, a few inches further on would have been nice, but
he would have loved to have been a few inches further down. But with that, like I said earlier, with that Revo Q, he can get so much work on the ball.
he can.
And he's just looking. He's just showing us where he's aiming. He's going to work out his stun line now. He's going to try and put that white ball on that line. Now, if he gets too deep into this, he'll scratch in the corner. So this shot needs the utmost respect. This is a difficult shot. Look at
big breath there.
Yeah,
big breath.
We both saw at the same time. Big breath. He knows, and he's got no extension. He's going to have to hurry up and play this shot with instinct.
And he's got down very quick to take it.
3,
2, 1. Oh, what a shot!
He shot it. He's
What a
made
shot.
it with the time
Look at
pressure.
that. If there was bleaks, he
That's
would have hit.
a quality shot.
Got a
Quality
clap from
shot.
people there.
That is, especially under the pump. Big shot there.
Lovely shot. Great position on the 5 ball as well. That was a frame-winning shot right there, Barry. That was the money shot of the frame.
The money shot.
And he delivered the goods. Absolutely brilliant.
This finish here to put himself 2 frames in front of Tony. Antonias Kakaris.
So that's why he's got such a good grasp. He's in a Bachelor of Writing. Well, there you go.
Oh, really?
And me and him and Craig Riley have gone pun for pun for pun for pun for a couple of hours sometimes in the past. And he's really, really good. Yeah.
Wow.
Burmese, eh? Both players have this technique where they quickly stroke the hand along the shaft all the way up to the top.
To get the chalk off. To get the chalk off the fell and the tip.
Yep.
Because sometimes when you're using like any particular tip, chalk can go on the outer rims of your tip.
Okay.
So when you're on the shot as low as these guys are,
Yep.
you can actually see the little chalk marks.
Puts you off.
Over the. It can put you off. Yes.
Sometimes I know what you mean there, Barry. Sometimes if the tip overhangs on one side by a tenth of a mil, when you're looking down that shot, when you're looking at that, you can see it. Sometimes you have to turn the cue a little bit just so it's on the bottom side of the cue or something. Do you know what I mean? Or it's on the top, but it's not on the sides because you don't want the cue to look bigger on one side. Nah, you got to get rid of that. It's got to be out of your sight because the smallest things. You know what I once heard? This was the Indy 500. I heard a driver say this. He said when you're driving around that track at sort of 200 miles an hour or however he said you notice every tiny thing on that track, as tiny as it could be. It could be a 5-cent coin or smaller, and you will notice that every time.
Because it goes around and around and around in circles.
Yeah, but you're travelling so fast. How could you notice something so small when it's passing under you so fast? But they do.
These guys are in the zone when they're
Well,
traveling.
they're in
At
the
that
zone.
speed, they've got to be in the zone.
That's right. And it's the same here. Just the smallest thing. It could be a hair on the cloth. You just got to wipe that off.
If you guys are just joining us right now, we're on a little break where Marco Teutscher has gone for about another bathroom break. Are they allowed 2 breaks per match now? In the finals, it's a slow match.
We're literally.
Oh,
at this
very
point,
good, Todd. Very good.
It's been a slog of a day.
Uh-huh.
And so they're all taking we're allowing the breaks to happen as much as possible. We don't want any accidents on Walter's carpets. No, but look out here. It's a tough one. Both players are obviously feeling the pinch. More so, I think Tony, because he's had some big opportunities to take the lead, and unfortunately he's given up some real estate there for Marco to come back and take it right back. So the Jets, I smell the Jets at the moment on.
Jets.
I can hear Marco's Jets are blaring, but I don't think he's going to get away so quick. Tony's still got a lot in the tank still, I feel, and he's going to make it an interesting final stretch.
11-9 is the scoreline right now.
11-9.
11-9 in favour of Marco. And he's got the break.
Todd's making a few jokes. Tips, outer rims. Am I on a pay-per-view channel? Pay-per-view. Well, the paper that I'm viewing, Todd, it's got a lot of information on it here, and it's got a lot of upcoming events, Barry, that are coming to Sydney. Brought to us exclusively from CueWorld. Be Live again, who are the streamers today, and MATCHROOM.com. Over in the UK, Barry Hearn's the arm of his website that deals with all pool affairs and streaming, and we're very lucky to have them as a platform today that we're broadcasting in places in the
We'll
UK.
be sharing this match onto the MATCHROOM platform later on, and it's just wonderful with the technology nowadays. It is just amazing, boggles the mind that we can live stream this around the world, and you can watch your boys in live real time competing for the coveted ticket to go to
Brilliant.
America.
Coincidentally, when everyone named where they were in the world, we didn't see the UK, did we? We didn't see the UK, Ireland, or Scotland. Jamie Cullen from Ireland, but we didn't see Scotland, didn't see the UK.
What time would it be over there now, though?
Well, they must all be in bed.
11 hours behind.
Must all be in bed. It's my dad's birthday.
They'd all be
today.
at work. I know, it's Sunday today.
24th of February. We've got the World Cup of Pool coming up next month. March. Where are we? We're in February. So the month after next, 6th and 7th of April, we've got the World Cup of Pool qualifiers. That's going to be coming live at you from this same venue at City Heroes in Sydney. We're going to be broadcasting that live. Matchroom.com, like I said, CueWorld.com. It's going to be a Scotch doubles comp, and whoever wins that...
Market a break. Market leading 11-9.
Whoever wins that is going to be representing Australia in the World Cup of Pool. We just had Dave Rothel join in. Dave Rothel, Dr. Dave Rothel. Very, very, very smart guy and a very good pool player. Commentated once in here with him. Lovely guy, funny guy. And not only a good pool player, but extremely clever. Got his doctorate recently. So, one ball in the middle being taken by Tony at the moment. Oh my word. Big, big miss there. You see, this is where we're at now. This is where we're at. People are tired. It's been a long day. They've lost some of that pizzazz. They've lost some of that energy, you know?
Jamie, he couldn't have been given the best gift ever in that situation, especially given that Marco broke with a new, different technique than what I've seen. He broke bottom left, screw back, and he got nothing out of it and left the one in the middle. Tony will be kicking himself.
He will be kicking himself. I mean, he could play that shot 100 more times and he'd get it 99 times, probably 100. Anyway, that happens. Todd's asking, does Chris Calabrese own long pants? He's wearing a pair of shorts over there, sitting next to Stuart, watching the game very patiently. Dave Rothel says howdy. Good day, Will Pierce, says Todd Hayward. Will, you're out there. Hello. So it's 11-9 to Marco. Tragic miss there by Tony before, and he really needs to be potting balls like that because he needs to come back. We're only 2 frames left if Marco goes on at least. If he wins 2 more frames, he's won. It's a race to 13. He really doesn't want to run out of steam, our Greek friend Tony. And that miss kind of suggested that he might be. Little twitch of the finger there by Marco, which is always something that I've done. That little middle finger twitches up and down when you're playing. I don't know. Anybody else out there twitch their middle finger when they play? It's big in the snooker world as well. I've done it ever since I was a kid. I guess I don't know how I started it. Probably just copying snooker pros. If you're out there and if you're watching, which 186 of you are, do you ever twitch your middle finger when you take a shot? Let me know. Just type middle finger twitch yes or middle finger twitch no. 4 ball in the middle pocket there. Nice shape on the 5. This will be to take it 12 games to 9. 3-game deficit. 3 games in front, Barry. I mean, and a massive, massive miss there by your friend, your brother from another mother, Tony. Massive miss.
I was away. I was actually on a little break.
Sitter
now.
right over the middle pocket. And
really?
Just made it look like he's running out of steam.
Isn't he?
Yeah, he's tired. He's propping his head up. He's got his elbow on the thing.
This shot.
I hope he's not feeling a bit defeated because he's still got a chance here. He's still got to look in.
Of course, he's got to look in. It's not over till the fat lady sings. We've said this before. He is. Has he played for a 6-9 combo? It must be
finger twitch by Rob.
It must be absolutely set if he played for this, but it's not. I think he just misplaced a position shot. Barry, is he going for the 9 here?
When you've got your left hand, your right hand on the table, you're a left-handed player.
Yes.
Do you ever twitch your middle finger?
No, I've seen that. Snooker players do that a lot.
A lot of pool players do it as well. We were just watching Marco do it on his shot there, but it's something I've always done. My cousins used to do it as well. They're big.
Yeah, I've seen players do it before. I just don't have that thing, no.
No.
I actually have a different bridge to you anyway. So
I sometimes do that.
I do that, yeah.
Or I do that one.
Marco's trying to cut this ball in the corner pocket. This is a really, really tricky cut. This is very, very thin. Well, look, he's 2 frames ahead. He knows he can put himself on the hill now.
Thank you, Will. Are we taking the Mickey? No.
That is a beautiful shot there from Marco. Wow.
Middle finger twitch. Something very real. A lot of players do it.
He's left himself quite far away. But the way he's been playing, you got to back him to make it. Yes, Langer?
I mean, Sheffy, Barry had to use every little bit of that pocket. He was naturally going in off. Didn't want to obviously go chance it. Had to use the inside part, the outside part, and now in prime position to win it.
To put himself on the hill.
10 seconds, Marco.
11-9. This to take it to 12-9. He's on the hill. If he can just win this
A lot of
frame.
pressure on
This is
this
a big
pot.
shot. This is a big
Just
shot.
rolled
He's
it
missed
in.
Missed it.
Missed it by
A country
fairway.
mile.
And what's happening with the 7? It's kind of gone safe.
I don't know. I feel like he's got to play this bank. Has he
Tony,
got to play this bank?
I don't think he should be playing the bank right now. I think he should be playing a clever, clever safety shot right now. It's been working for him really well. Why go for the bank? Why risk it? If it's on,
He will miss the 7. How does he know that?
I don't know. Not know how he knew that. It wasn't an easy shot, man. It was not an easy shot.
Thank you very much, Harry. You know what, though? When it comes to talking, Barry can talk all day. He out-talks me 3-1.
Really?
The guy's amazing. He said you've done well to keep it up all day. But,
Thanks, guys. We've been talking now for a good 10, 11 hours. That's okay. We're used to this sort of thing. We're hard workers.
We're
know what we're doing.
hardcore talkers, Barry, you know? I mean, oh, yeah.
Very hardcore.
I'm enjoying doing something that I get told off at work for. Do you know what I mean? You know? It's a lot of fun.
Come on, Tony. Can he play a good quality safety shot here? Let's see.
Oh, no. Yeah, and I thought he might go for the old behind the black, you know, and that on this
that's
cushion.
not good enough. That's
But
not
he's-
good
he's
enough
on-
at all.
No.
That's a good 2 feet short of what he
Yeah, I
wanted to
put
do.
my money on the hill here.
But I still believe that was the right shot to play in that situation.
Yeah, James, I know what you mean. What was that? It was
He's talking about the previous shot.
yeah, the shot on the
7.
7 down the cushion. He did miss it by a mile.
This
Having
shot,
said that,
though.
he's back in play now, and he's got his.
This
good
shot,
chance
though,
to
now
tie this
he's, just basically make the ball you on the 7.
up. Yeah.
It's all in Marco's hands now to put himself on the hill. This is well within his range. He's got to hold his emotions together. Execute a cue.
Oh no.
Smooth stroke. He's
What?
missed it.
This is the.
Could this be the opportunity that the Greek needs to come back
This could.
from
This could.
behind?
This could.
I don't say that in a pun sort of way.
No.
It's-
Total like that one.
Tony's. You told me he missed an easy ball in the middle earlier.
Oh, an absolute sitter, Barry. But having said that, doesn't matter. He's in a spot now where we can take up this frame, take it out, and it doesn't really matter that he missed that, so it's all right.
As long as he put this ball away, he's low on the black. He's going to play a bit of a punch shot with a bit of power. He's
Not the
played
best
that.
leave. Not the best leave.
It's very tense out there at the moment.
People are going quite quiet, Barry.
Very, very tense. Because, like I said, the black was a lot lower than the 9, so it did require a bit of finesse.
Mm-hmm. What are you
Barry
thinking?
saw
Double?
some-
Cut in the corner? I think he's cutting it in the corner.
See if he can make this ball in the corner. He has to make this ball in the corner.
Yeah, look, he's getting down, getting
Barry
back
saw
up.
some tension in the arm in the black. He tried to obviously screw it back, but it didn't quite work out, and he stunned it. Nonetheless, going for an ultra fine cut here.
Can he make
This is
this?
a fine
It's
cut.
all or
10
nothing here.
seconds.
If he wants to win this tournament, he's got to make
Oh,
this ball.
shot.
Ah,
No
it's a
scratch,
great
no
shot there from
scratch.
Tony. Great shot there from Tony. Under the pressure.
Absolutely, under the pump, and he's bringing it back.
He's just kept himself alive with that shot, basically. The score is now 11 frames to 10.
Bring it back. Oh,
Sing
brilliant.
it back.
Brilliant.
Bring it back.
Bring it back to me.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Thank you very much,
Pinar.
Pinar.
Thank you very much, brother.
Thank you so much.
So it's
11 frames in favour of Marco.
11 frames to 10.
11 frames to 10.
Brilliant, brilliant. Put a
Mark
smile on my
Canali over
face.
there. How are you, mate? Got your name right this time, didn't I? I commentated in one of his heel matches, and I kept calling him by a wrong name, but I learnt now.
So Barry, Stuart, top dog at CueWorld owner.
Along with James Roberts.
Yes,
Yes.
CEO. Racking the balls, hand-racked. They've been hand-racked all day.
How much do you want a golden break at this moment if you're Tony?
Oh, mate, we haven't seen one. You said
haven't
you had
seen-
one
I had
yesterday.
one yesterday, yes.
But there's no magic rack in the final 8 players.
Oh, the 9 ball's got, you got the 9 ball moving? He's got the 9 ball moving? Oh, dude. I would have seemed like an absolute genius at that ball potted.
That was commentators cursing in a good way. We nearly... no magic rack though. 40-second shot clock in the final 8, which is certainly where we are now because we're in the final. Race increases to 11 from 9 earlier, and then in this frame, obviously
The
being
final,
the
it's
final,
a race to 13.
13. So it's gone up again. Ball's got to be racked by an official, which has been Stuart. Langer wants to say something. Shoot, Langer.
So we're just waiting for Tony. Tony using his extension now, early in the rack. I'm not sure if he can see the 1 ball. Can he see? Is he back on? No? No? Yes.
Oh my God, you are a terrible singer. Thank you very much.
I think he was talking about me, mate, not you.
We had we had somebody from Singapore earlier. Said I'm a singer and I'm poor. That's, you know, if I was a decent singer, I could be rich.
Well, Tony's opted to play an interesting push out here, where he's basically what he's doing is he's leaving more ball available to play a safety, and he's challenging Marco to play the safe or to give it back to him. So let's see what's happening here.
Foul.
That's a foul. He hit the 6 ball first, 100%.
Ooh, well, here we go.
And man, it's getting.
A
There's a
chance
lot
to
of people in
take
the room watching this right
Yeah,
now.
a real chance to take control of this frame now. A real
Basically,
chance.
all the tables are closed. Everyone just stopped playing pool and come over
Wow,
to watch this match. It's just.
there is a
There's
lot.
still a few tables going. It's a big club.
Yep.
But a lot of players just say, you know what, the time's not enough to be playing each other.
Yep,
Let's go and watch some quality,
we've got people
high-intensity pool. A lot of these people here would have never seen anything like this before.
No, no, absolutely. I mean, look, we've got players just sitting on all the tables around, enjoying it. Probably asking other people what the scores are. They know it's the business end of the deal. They've seen a lot of people sitting around and watching. They want to be part of the action too. They've seen a check on the table there for $5,000, Barry.
$5,000. That includes, though, the trip.
Okay.
That's a nice shot there from Tony. You know, he's still stroking well. Both players have made mistakes. Tony said something to me earlier today. He said, you know what, Barry, there will be mistakes made, but you got to just let it go. And he said, I was actually giving you a bit of advice for my own personal game. Don't dwell in the past. Just look forward to the future. That's
such
a
is
beautiful
life,
thing
Barry.
to come from Tony.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
such is life.
He's a man that I really, truly do respect a lot, and I've learned a lot from Tony.
Yep, you can't do anything about the past.
And when I
Yesterday's
say I've learned a lot
history,
from
they
Tony, I'm
say.
not actually talking just on the pool table.
Mhm.
Me and Tony have had many in-depth conversations about many things.
Yeah.
And I've actually learned a lot more from Tony off the table than on the table, to be honest.
You know what they say? Yesterday's history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today's a gift, and that's why it's called the present. Very
It's
good.
beautiful. Absolutely
Profound,
beautiful.
profound, Barry.
We have over 200 viewers. We've been streaming this match. It's what, maybe 2.5 hours long, 3 hours long. It's a long final, that's for sure. And people are not going anywhere. They're logged on, watching to see who's going to win this match.
Absolutely. Tom Shen, hello, sir. How are you, mate?
5, 4.
Big cut shot needed here from
Here
Tony.
we go. Lovely.
He's made it.
Lovely. And he's on. He's on the 3. Lovely position. Sorry, the 6.
Do you reckon he's feeling it right now?
Of
He's
course.
feeling
They're
that he can
both
tie the
feeling
match?
it. They're both feeling
No, I mean,
it.
he's feeling like he can win. He's starting to believe.
Oh, 100%.
Like in Neo in the Matrix, he's starting to believe. What's he do? Morpheus says, "What's he doing?" And he goes, "He's starting to believe." I think he's starting to believe. What is this? Is he doing Filipino styles?
Look at this.
No,
He's going to get the
was
rest
that
out
maybe
of
a
the
bit of
extension.
is that maybe a bit of poker as well, like a bit of bad luck? Hey, you know what? I'm in the final. I can play this behind my back. I'm a Filipino.
10 seconds.
No, that wasn't bad. He
Is going to play it behind his back.
These are small pockets.
This is
Tony. Careful.
4.
Oh my God.
wow.
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 Made the ball. But he just. Why not use the rest?
Well,
Why not use the rest in that situation? That's.
he
I
might
don't
not
agree
like
with
it.
He was behind his back, stretching off balance as well.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah.
Plus, he had the time pressure. Now he's going to pull off a big shot. These are my least favourite shots on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't play this well, you're scratching right in the middle pocket.
Big cut shot. This
This
cut
is
shot.
huge. I think he's going to really regret not using a rest in
Yeah.
this situation.
10 seconds, Tony.
I think he's going to regret not using a rest. He should have just used the rest on that shot.
4, 3,
Oh, he's got to hit the ball very quick.
1.
Wow. That's the closest we've come, Barry. The very closest we've come to
To a foul.
To nearly a foul by and you know what? He's
Done not too bad.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Maybe that black, that it'll go past the black into the middle pocket.
I
Maybe
think
it'll
you can
cut
cut this
past
down the
black,
rail. Yeah,
down
with
the
the
rail.
9 ballers. I think you can play that
Absolutely.
shot.
But
You can play that some kind of shot with a bit of a. This is a shot that's very well in his arsenal. I think he's going to regret not using a rest there. I hope I'm wrong.
he's
for
going to
Tony's
dig
sake.
into the white a bit here and shoot the black into the middle pocket. I think. Wow.
Did he just hit the black ball?
Oh, look at
Wait,
this!
what
Look at
happened?
this for fortunate.
What happened?
Look at that! How fortunate! He's got to hold his hand up. Tony's shaking his head. That was incredibly lucky, especially at this point of the game
Oh,
as well.
gee,
Barry.
that was going to be 11 all right
yes,
there.
yes.
That was a bit.
That would have been 11 all.
He smashed that.
And Tony's really.
Just watching the replay here
Not
now.
happy
Played the
about
7
that
onto
one.
the 8. Played that at 100 miles an hour. Played it so hard. It jawed. And then hit the 9 and
Hit
then
the
went in
9
off
and
in
went
the
in.
corner. Wow.
Oh my word!
That's a huge turning point right there.
Well, I never
That should have
did.
been 11 all right there, eh?
Mm.
This is not 10 ball, this is 9 ball. Anything can happen at any given moment. And with this ball now, he puts himself on the hill. And like I said, I really think Tony should have grabbed the rest there because this was his frame for the taking
Okay.
to make it 11 frames apiece.
Yep.
Big turning point.
Absolutely. Wow, lucky. Yes, big time, says Ron. Carlos, you're right. Ron, you're right. You're all right. You're all right.
Well, he deserves a bit of luck. Everyone's had a bit of luck
Yeah.
here and there.
Well,
Luck
they-
tends to even itself out.
Absolutely. And they always say, Barry, they always say in these
Because Tony
competitions-
was lucky. I mean, first of all, this has nothing to do with luck. Tony should have grabbed the rest and played it, I think, with the rest. Not
Yeah.
going behind his back.
Shows
He's
each other
off
a
balance.
little bit more respect.
Tony was lucky to leave it where he left it because there was no real open ball. And then Marco got lucky on the back of that. So, you know, I don't see it that way. A lot of people say, yeah, he got lucky because he flicked the ball. In a way, he was also unlucky that he didn't have an open shot in the 7, right?
Right.
So, goes both ways. There was a bit of luck for Tony and then a bit of luck for Marco, but obviously whoever gets the last bit of luck is where all the... Who gets the best luck, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes.
So now we have our first player on the hill. Marco Teutscher is breaking for the match. 12 frames. Yes, 12 frames to 10.
Just a couple of things on the hill. Seeing a bit of a switch in Marco's mind. I've said, taking a couple of deep breaths, having a look down, trying not to obviously look around at his surroundings, trying to think this is just another frame. So I think this is his way of just making sure this is just another frame in the books. On the other hand, Tony, I don't know how to speak Greek, so I'm hoping he wasn't swearing in the last bit for the unluckiness he had. So can't beat luck, unfortunately, boys.
They always say, though, Barry, you've got to play well to win a tournament, and you need a bit of luck as well. And he's played well, and he's... and both
Either
players got
way,
a bit of
both
luck.
players have made a fantastic showing. Just to answer Zach Atherton's question there, he didn't have a time extension left. That's why he had to rush that shot, and he played behind his back. He didn't have any time extensions left. If he did, he would have called one.
Yes.
So now Marco is breaking for the match.
Looking
Essentially,
up, looking around, trying to relax himself there, Barry. I could see that in his eyes there, and he's well, I don't know what he's doing there, but
it is super exciting.
looks like he's relaxing himself right
He's
now.
cleaning the ball. He's taking a long time, isn't he? Jeez. A really long time. Tony's looking around. Look, Tony has to win 3 games in a row now to win this tournament.
Well, he's done it. He did it earlier. Did he win 3 frames in this match in a row earlier, I think?
Well, he's got to get to the table first. Marco's got control with the break. He could make the 9 ball off the break and win right now. 9 ball was tracking. And what a time for the best break he's made all day long. This is...
And it's come right at the right time.
It's come at the very right time. And
What a break.
to be really bluntly honest, the fat lady has started to warm up her vocal cords.
She has.
She's starting to hum.
3 balls on, 4 balls on, 5 balls on, 6 balls on.
Not only are they
7 balls
on, but every ball is 1 foot close to a pocket. So really, this is the very best case scenario.
10 seconds, Marco.
Yes, Carlos.
Extension
Oh my
call.
God, that break.
That break
Great
was amazing. It was really at the right time.
And we've been talking all day about how the breaks haven't been good today because of the racks that have been hand racks. There's no magic racks. They're in a traditional.
But this just all clicked
wooden
right
rack.
now.
And then here we go, just in the last frame,
He's taking
possibly.
as much time as he can on that shot clock. And he's just going to play just nice, plumb position shots. Like I said, every ball is really close to the pocket. There's nothing difficult here. Tony sat back. He's already put his cue away because he knows that this is basically game over. But even though it is basically game over, there's nothing basic about putting the last few balls away.
Absolutely,
You
mate.
say?
I'll tell you what, buddy. It's not easy.
He's taking an absurd amount of time
He's a long
here.
shot on this 4.
And he knows. He it's like a predator. It's like a shark in the water, smelling a bit of blood. He knows the finishing line is really close. Just got to do the work.
Oh, lovely shot. Lovely shot.
Beautiful shot. Has he got the angle? Has he got a nice angle? Yes, he does.
He does.
Just going to play from the 5 to the 6.
A little bit of left-hand running side around the table.
1, 2, 3 rails. He'll just stay above the 9,
Yes,
really.
of course.
So
Doesn't want to.
you don't want to go behind the 9.
No, if you don't
Barry,
get it
just
hard
very
enough.
quickly.
Yes.
You can see every single shot that Mark is taking. He's taking a bit of a sigh. He's breathing heavy. Each shot is getting heavier and heavier for him. He knows it's time to finish this, so he's hoping to make no mistakes.
Where's this going?
Here we go. He's going under the 9.
He went under the 9 just to ensure. And he's low on the 6, but he's okay.
Yeah, he's fine.
Because the 7 ball is over the middle bag. It looks like he's going to have to play between the 7 ball and the rail.
Yeah.
And
For the 7 ball, probably into the same pocket he's hitting the 6 into.
the shot that I like is play between those just to come around it. So he's going to play 1, 2, 3 rails here for the 7. Let's have a look. Bit of pace here needed. He played check.
Middle shot.
He played check.
Check side off the cushion for the
And
middle
he played
pocket.
that pretty good. He's
There we
just
go.
done a fist bump, a quick stop shot, and screw back. And he's plumb on the 9.
Wow. Here we go. He's shaking his fist. He knows he's won.
And it's over here, guys. Well done to Marco. Commiserations to Tony. Played a ripper of a match. And the day the favourite came out on top. What a match we were treated to tonight, Jamie.
Fantastic.
What a
Brilliant.
match.
Brilliant. Very skilled individual.
10, 9, 8, 7.
And there he is, going to the US Open in America. He's just won $5,000, Barry. $5,000. Tony's not happy. Tony having a few words with Langer there. He's not happy.
I'm not sure either what he's saying,
Anyway.
but regardless, it was a very hard-fought battle. It was very tense out there. Very, very tense out there. Both players did a. I'm just going to leave you guys alone for just a moment.
No problem, no problem. What a match, guys, that was. What an absolutely brilliant match. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into some kind of presentation. Absolutely, Barry. I'm here still on the desk in the booth. Barry's now mobile with a radio mic. Good work, Langer.
Okay, we're not going to use the banner, are we?
The crew here.
The people in the background.
What may I ask you? What was Tony saying to you there? He looked a little bit unhappy with maybe a decision or something that you'd done.
Marco Teutscher, congratulations, my friend.
One
Well
sec.
played. Close the match out. How was that last break in the last frame?
Hang on, it's not well played. It's like, nah, it was not a good match, but yeah,
Well, the table conditions are very, very difficult conditions. Am I right?
yeah, it's the hardest condition I ever played on.
Wow.
Even harder than in the Philippines.
Yeah, and I said that. When I play down here in City Heroes, they're very difficult conditions because of the humidity and the table conditions. It makes it not as enjoyable or like a run-out game. And the breaking was tough, but that last break was plum.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah.
What were your thoughts going through in your head when you saw that the balls how they laid out at the end?
You want to get the real answer? Yeah. I thought, how am I gonna fuck it up? That's the only thing. I thought, like, man, there should be a way to fuck it up. But no.
Well, I knew as soon as the balls lay like that, I knew that you were like 9 to 10, 99% basically going to run out the rack there. And you did it, and the commiserations to Tony. He played a really hard-fought match.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, even we both played real bad, and we make a lot of mistakes, and it's like a real grinding. It's a long match. It's a long day, and yeah, it's just I'm getting a lot of lucky on the 8 that I fluke in. The fluke on the 8.
That was huge because it would have been 11 apiece.
Yeah. So I just get the roll of the ball today, and maybe because I worked a little bit harder, like with the boot camp and with running and everything, maybe deserve the luck. And
well, you want to quickly just thank your sponsors?
thank Molinari, Q's, Messi, and the 4 Sports, the shop in New Zealand to buy your pool tables.
Can you do me a favor? Are your arms really, really tired? Can you hold this microphone just a moment? I'll be right back.
Okay, sweet. Look at this, man.
Because I've got something really heavy to present to you. Congratulations on winning the trip to Las Vegas, Mandalay Bay Hotel Casino Resort. A big special thanks out there to CueWorld with our partnership with MATCHROOM Multisport. And thank you for all you guys out there at home for staying back to this really wee hour in the night to watch the final. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys all next time. Bye for now. Thanks, mate. Thank you. Bye, guys. Thank you for watching.
Sure.